So who was this ruthless detective? This hard-bitten crook catcher totally unmoved by the pleas of a desperate man? It was Isaac Newton. Yes, that Isaac Newton.
Listen to Newton's Law on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go for a Friday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a fun program for you today. A lot of fun stuff to talk about. Plus, we'll get you caught up on what's happening out there. Woke News here in just a few minutes. We'll talk to Nicole Dupre today, Dupre.today. We'll find out what's happening in the world of fine arts here in Central Florida. Trivia, Ross Thoughts. Actually, not trivia. Pick the porn today. Ross Thoughts, last call. Your calls and texts all day long. And the last opportunity for you to be part of the summer of stuff. Today, we close up shop Tuesday. We open it all back up again to find out who wins what. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Happy summer.
Comedy alien, Mr. Ross Padgett.
How we doing, Jim?
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Find us on social easily at Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. And, of course, you can follow us online. We stream the show, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And you can take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. By the way, our blog, the website, JimColbertLive.com, has more great content on it right now than we've ever had at one time. I mean, there is a lot of cool stuff up there right now, videos about us, other content we pulled from all over with corresponding news stories. We're going to have more today, so put Jim Colbert Live on your recently visited list and just keep going back and forth. We're going to make that better and better and better. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate that today. How's everybody's Friday so far?
You said Friday, right?
Yeah, I said Friday,
hey!
yeah.
On a holiday weekend.
On a holiday weekend. And this building normally empty, really empty now.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
instead of 6 people, there's only 4.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There is nobody in this joint. And the
5.
irony of radio personalities on the air, the people who work on the air, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll send out this big email, all the upper-ups, the suits. They'll send in this email. Congratulations, sales! Everybody made it to your goals. You've earned everybody a day off. You get out of here at 12. Go get drunk, have fun. I'm like, I'll be there at 12.
Exactly. Those early release emails are so much fun.
Yeah. We don't get to be part of that.
Yeah. Let me break out that world's smallest violin for you people that work 4 hours a day.
You know what?
I don't care.
It was more of an issue when we worked mornings.
Yeah. But it's still fun
because that 3:30 a.m. alarm still goes off.
All right, 407-916-1041. I'm going to handle something that we just hear internally for people who've been listening to the show for quite a while. Obviously, you know what's happened over the last month and a half in my life. I had a very difficult path with the passing of my mom, and I shared everything with you guys and received a number of texts, emails, Facebook, cards, flowers. It's been a true outpouring of love. But this past week was the first time I'd been back to the show since this happened. Well, I'd totally forgotten to pick up all my stuff, and Jack came in today and handed me a stack of mail. In the stack of mail, there were cards and stuff, and one of the cards was from you guys.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I thought this was unbelievably sweet. It really was for most of you guys.
I sent a text.
Wait a minute.
Time out. There's 3 of us. And he said most of you. That means 2 out of 3.
What were you saying, Ross?
I sent a text to your wife.
Yeah.
Sharing my condolences as well. Because, it affects everyone in the family.
Yeah, exactly. And we're family. And it was like I told Jim, I said, I understand last weekend was private and for very close family, but your work family, we wanted you to know that we were there with you. And at least Jack and I.
Yeah.
I
really.
appreciate that. Well, I want to read this because this is actually very fun. I just got this today.
Read what?
Well, the card you guys got me. It says "In Sympathy and Prayer," and it was the
Oh,
card.
I didn't know that one was going public.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. There's a juxtaposition here that's worth it.
All right.
I'll paraphrase, therefore not to get to. But basically, it says, "It comforts. May it comfort you to know that others are thinking about you." Blah 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 blah. And it says, "Dear Jim, this is from you, Deb." It says, "Please know that your family have been in my thoughts, in our memories, and blah blah blah." It was very nice, love and sympathy. Jack says, "Oh, it's a tough time. Just know that her love for you continues, just like your love for her. Thoughts and prayers."
Oh,
And
that
then-
was really sweet.
I can,
Jack.
I can take that.
Yeah,
I'll
for your
accept
family. It's
that.
very nice.
Yeah, you did well.
Then Ross signs it. Well, the suckiness is over.
No.
Then he writes, kind of regret writing that open line. Then he writes, came in a little hot. Then he writes, I'm here for you, even though you may not want that.
Oh, God.
Then he writes, positive vibes for you and all of the Colberts. Apparently, even the ones not related to me.
Like Stephen Colbert?
Yeah, they need positive vibes. And then signs his name like he signed the Declaration, like he signed the Constitution. You write like I stuck a Sharpie in the hoof of a goat, and then let him go on paper. And then when you write your name, it looks like an English gentleman, a calligrapher wrote it.
I got more.
No, stop for a second. I'm going to read this in context and real speed. After what Deb says, I'll read Jack's as an intro and then read yours. Hey, pal, I know it's a tough time. Just always know her love for you continues, just like your love for her. Thoughts and prayers for your family. Jack, next. Boom. Well, the suckiness is over. Then it goes right in. Kind of regret writing that opening line. Came in a little hot. I'm here for you, even though you may not want it.
I think I'm pretty accurate.
I felt like that one.
I will defend my choices here. I think I was far more honest than anybody else on that card.
Ross, half of what you wrote was discounting what you just wrote.
And that's honesty.
Well,
I kind of regret the
stop for a
opening
second.
line.
Stop. I just effing realized how you spelled the word suckiness.
Oh, no.
S-U-C-K-Y.
Oh, Ross.
N-E-S-S. Well, Ross, really, the suckiness isn't over, is it?
Well,
It's right there in your writing.
I don't even think suckiness is a word, which
It's
is
a
why
word.
I regret it.
Kind of regret opening that opening line.
I thought I nailed it. I feel pretty confident. I was being self-aware, and I did not write it with a pencil, so there was no way I could go back. That's why I called myself out with the suckiness line of going like.
So what happened was you wrote that in pen and then realized you had nowhere to go?
Yeah, I think I even said like, uh-oh.
So I bore witness to Ross writing it. He was the last one to contribute to the joint card there. And I saw that he was having trouble and the dilemma that he kind of created for himself. So I decided to roll video on it.
Yeah, he recorded it.
After you figured out you'd written a line that couldn't be finished up, he started rolling and watched you lament.
Well, I think he heard me go, uh-oh. And then he started recording my misery. And then I was confused. Jack started kind of giving me some pointers.
I was trying to help.
Buddy, listen, I appreciate the sentiments. I really do.
Yeah.
Because
Very welcome.
Because you could have just written positive vibes for you and all the Colberts, and you'd have been fine. All that other stuff was not even necessary. But again, I thank you. I'm not going to come down on you for doing something very sweet.
You know, your apology accepted.
And now that I put this card away for memory forever, the suckiness is really over.
The suckiness is over is kind of the same sentiment that I also texted your wife.
407-916-1041. Clear that up so people don't think that's a joke against my wife and I have to break you in half.
What are you?
Just make sure everybody understands that wasn't a shot at my wife.
It was not a shot.
Okay. Well,
I texted your wife as well saying like, hey.
Oh, you're apologizing.
Yeah, I was saying not over the card. I didn't think the card was.
It would have been funny if you'd have texted an apology for this card coming. Hey, you're going to get a card for me, and I apologize for it.
I was just saying, like, you got through it, And that was kind of the same sentiment that I was shooting for with the card.
Gotcha.
But as soon as I wrote it down in pen, it looks a lot different, in ink than digital text.
And I'll stick with this. I appreciate the sentiment. It was very sweet. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, if nothing else, going forward, if that card ever drops out of the special saving place and opens up, you're going to get a great laugh.
Yeah, certainly going to get a laugh.
Did I really write came in a little hot?
Yeah, you wrote all that.
Yeah.
By the way, the video is going to be up soon, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, good. A couple of the things we're going to talk about today is the story of ivermectin.
Oh, yeah.
Is a really interesting story right now because, one of the other big stories in the news is how much misinformation made it on the Facebook in the last year. That's a gigantic story out right now. Well, this ivermectin thing is a real good case study of how that misinformation really works. It really is amazing what tiny bit of information was used to push out the entire idea that a horse dewormer or deparasite or a parasite
it is a dewormer,
medicine, that medicine could be used for a respiratory illness for human beings. And it's a very interesting story of how that happened. Plus, there's a price of something absolutely skyrocketing right now, and you actually may have some of these with you. So, you could be sitting on a small fortune. You never even know this.
Beanie Babies?
Plus, a gigantic marijuana superstore is coming to Orlando.
Hey.
All right.
My man said Beanie Babies.
And something I've never, ever, ever done in my life, I don't think ever done in my life, and I want to find out if any of you guys did it. And I'll tell you something else. I found out a most interesting way to tell where you're from based on something you've been doing since you were a kid. All that coming up later today. What's coming up for news?
That sounds like fun.
Sounds a little racist, but possible.
Coming up during Woke News, we're going to talk about, unfortunately, another South Florida apartment complex is evacuated over safety concerns.
Wow.
We're going to talk about what is Florida's most overpriced housing market.
Overpriced, in other words, it doesn't hold its value or increase at the rate that the other areas do?
It'll be interesting if you can pick out what housing market that is and where it is. And then our kicker story today, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Amazon is going to be releasing its own TVs.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
We're going to talk about all of that and more coming up during Woke News.
You got it. 407-916-1041. You can always text our show at 77031. Don't forget to visit our blog, JimColbertLive.com. Back in a second with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Slow ride eastbound along I-4, east of County Road 557 into 429, and seeing delays building westbound along I-4 from Sand Lake Road into Central Florida Parkway. Traffic is also slow westbound from 192 into 429. Still up to speed along the 408, no major problem spots along the beach line. There is a crash in Sanford along 46A Reinhardt Road that may slow you down. See a traffic problem? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Courtney Bright.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has amazing prices for your back-to-school list. Now Crayola 12-count color pencils and 10+2 markers bonus packs are just 97 cents each. Offer ends 9/18, limit 30. Be more than ready for school. Visit your local Staples store or staples.com/back-to-school.
Let me tell you something, guys. If you need light cooking outside, my friends over at Tools Ace Hardware have you covered with every kind of grill out there. I mean, tons and tons and tons of beautiful grills with a bunch of different fuels as well. Not to mention rubs and marinades and smoking woods from all styles there to make your food amazing. Right now, actually, you can get a free folding front shelf when you buy a Traeger Pro or Ironwood Series grill at Tools Ace Hardware now through September 13th. And on top of that, you'll get free assembly and delivery on grills and accessories totaling $3.99 and up. Shop Traeger Grills at one of their convenient level locations throughout Central Florida or online at acehardware.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Klausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
You may not be planning to get stopped at a rail crossing today, but trains can come at any time. When you approach a rail crossing, stop before the pavement markings that look like white connecting X's. Never stop on the tracks or drive around lowered gates. Remember, slow down. Keep clear of the tracks by staying outside of the dynamic envelope and stay alert. Plans can wait. Trains can't. The department's efforts are ongoing, so follow FDOT on social for more updates.
Go back. That's never happened before. Okay, The Haunted Road. Drive down select nights this fall. Get your tickets before they sell out at thehauntedroad.com. That was weird, right? I heard the road was really haunted. Find out at thehauntedroad.com.
Huge Labor Day sale going on right now at Nation's Trucks. Every truck in inventory has been reduced in price, and with approved credit, you won't make any payments till next year. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Running a business comes with pressure. Remote workforces, HR compliance, retaining top talent. You start to feel boxed in. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR service and technology to work, offering my employees competitive benefit options while lightening my HR load. Instead of obstacles, I'm surrounded by people empowered to be their best. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
Hey, there's some good news that I can share with you. The FDA has approved a COVID-19 vaccine. So if you've been waiting for FDA approval before you got your shot, now is your time to get vaccinated. More than 200 million people have already gotten vaccinated, and the FDA has thoroughly evaluated vaccine safety and effectiveness data. These vaccines are going to provide the best protection that we can get against COVID-19. Find your free vaccine at vaccines.gov, paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
I want to break free! Break free in 2022 with Norwegian's Labor Day sale. Book your cruise today and enjoy 30% off, free open bar, and much more. With our leading health and safety program, you can cruise with the ultimate freedom on 100% fully vaccinated ships that are fully open to explore. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
O'Reilly!
It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The summer of can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your 6-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Dunkin' is putting a whole new spin on pumpkin at Dunkin' with our new pumpkin cream cold brew. Smooth, bold cold brew topped with velvety pumpkin cream cold foam made with cinnamon and nutmeg spices. And there's more pumpkin for you to love, like the delicious fall classic, our pumpkin spice signature latte. Rich espresso topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. That's how we pumpkin at Dunkin'. Sip into the fall season with the $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only in all cold foam cold brew.
On the road this weekend? Take the free iHeart app with you and check out the best summer podcasts to binge for your last long weekend of summer fun. Like Stephen King's new series, Strawberry Spring, following a young reporter chasing down a modern-day Jack the Ripper. Or learn something new to share with your friends on the Stuff You Should Know podcast, along with your favorite radio stations and playlists for whatever mood you're in or wherever you're headed this Labor Day weekend. We got it all on the free iHeart app. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Radio 104.1.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
That's a nice Friday vibe there, Jackson.
Oh, yeah buddy. Sliding into a 3-day weekend.
Loving every single note of that, buddy. Welcome back here to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1 on this beautiful Friday afternoon, pre-Labor Day weekend. If you're planning festivities, please plan on having a ride. We don't want any tragedy this weekend. Plenty of ways to get around out there. Plenty of people ready to help you find a safe way home if you're out there drinking and have a good time, which we want you to do. Party down, have fun, just be safe, please.
Absolutely.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Deb has your news.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Tomorrow morning, give him a listen when he's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. The family of a fallen Daytona Beach police officer is filing a lawsuit. Officer Jason Rayner's family is pursuing a $5 million wrongful death lawsuit against Othel Wallace, the man accused of killing Rayner. I know. He was shot in June while on duty and died August 17th. First-degree murder charges have been filed against Wallace, and prosecutors are going to seek the death penalty. I understand. No, I don't. I completely do not understand how hurt and angry this family is, but to me, this lawsuit just seems like another setup for disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to get from this guy? I mean, you're gonna civil. I mean, it's the same thing with OJ. I mean, that guy has a $30 million civil lawsuit, that was won against him. I mean, I don't think 2 pennies have been collected for that this entire time. You're not going to get anything. I don't understand the value of it. But I mean, I guess if it helps with closure, God bless them, but.
Or, I don't know how the law is set up. If any future proceeds from, I don't know how it's set up. But, I wish the family the best on that. A vacant lot could hold a clue to a 15-year-old mystery in Brevard County. Titusville police yesterday announced that they were searching a lot on DeLeon Avenue as part of a missing persons investigation. Now, Jimmy, you and I bantied about who this could be because I immediately had a thought of, whoa, I think I know which case this could be. I was assuming it was missing Palm Bay firefighter Brandy Hall, who went missing in, I believe it was August or September of 2006. You had thought maybe it was the case of missing mom, Michelle Parker.
Right, yeah, because she was missing from that area out there. Titusville actually not far from where I believe they lived.
So they found remains?
They did not find remains. We don't know what they're looking for, but Tisa Gant's brother tells Florida Today that police told him the search is connected to her disappearance in 2007. Police have not confirmed that. Investigators are back at the scene today.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Now, this is an interesting idea. As soon as I saw this, I thought, oh, this is going to frost Jimmy's flakes.
Frost them.
Because the judge presiding over the trial of the alleged Parkland school shooter is ruling on which words will and will not be permitted during testimony.
Oh, my God. I saw a little of this today. This is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the defense requested Judge Elizabeth Scherer prohibit the use of words they call inflammatory, including massacre, killer, slaughter. Scherer ruled against the defense in the matter, instead relying on attorneys and witnesses in the case to exhibit appropriate and proper courtroom decorum. In a ruling, the judge said, referring to any individual during a trial as an animal or that kind of thing is wholly inappropriate.
I heard the word killer.
Yeah.
Like they don't even want to refer to him as the killer.
Yeah.
Like they can't even say the killer, and I found that amazing. And not to mention the other things you were saying about the massacre. Like all of those are true statements, though. Every one of those is true.
Not necessarily, because he hasn't been adjudicated guilty yet, right?
And that's where
he's not the killer yet in the eyes of the law.
Has he denied guilt?
I don't, but this is why you can't have any emotion in law, and words like massacre. I mean, they are they prejudice a person to. I'm with you though, Jimmy. I mean,
is there a lot of mystery that this is the guy that did it? I mean, or what are we really negotiating here?
I'm not familiar with it, but
it's the first time I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I just think that they're trying to establish, stick to the facts and,
Right. Right. I mean, I understand. Like,
But,
you don't want your attorneys glorifying the scene and things of that nature, but
Or-
it was a massacre. It was all of those things. It was
17
Right.
students and staff. But I can see the attorneys in the attempt to try and maybe save his life, because this is without a doubt a death penalty case.
Yeah. Multiple murder, would that be better? The person accused of multiple child murder?
the accused.
Which would sound better?
There you go. The accused.
Yeah.
Until it's proven in the court of law.
The alleged massacre?
I think that
the
might be
alleged bloodbath.
Yeah.
It's so funny when in news you have to say something like that before it's been established as fact, because last night on the news they showed what clearly was a tornado in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And yet the reporter was like, an alleged tornado. And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing alleged, but I get where you're coming from. It hasn't been declared from the National Weather Service yet.
It could take out families and homes, but it's only after the fact when the Weather Service goes back to determine, that was a tornado.
By
Is
the
it
level of damage.
officially a tornado?
Yeah. So
Today, a spinny cloud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in this world where we're talking about someone, we have to be careful even for our legal aspects to call him alleged killer. Okay. Also in South Florida, a member of ISIS will spend the rest of his life in prison for his role in the death of a Miami-Dade County native. The U.S. Justice Department announced yesterday that former British citizen Alexander Cote pleaded guilty to charges related to the beheading of 31-year-old journalist Stephen Sotloff of Pinecrest and others in Syria about 7 years ago. A Justice Department official says he hopes this provides some measure of justice for Sotloff's families. He had attended journalism school at the University of Central Florida before he ended up transferring to a university in Israel when he emigrated to Israel, as well as a measure of closure for the member of Cody's other victims. The 37-year-old Cody was known as Jihadi Ringo.
That's a ring to it, doesn't it?
Because hostages who noticed his British accent dubbed him and 3 others as the Beatles. He will be sentenced in March, but he is facing a mandatory life sentence.
Hell yeah. Light him up.
Yeah, light him up.
Light him up.
Another South Florida apartment building is said to be unsafe. It's just about 1 mile from the Surfside condo building that collapsed over 2 months ago, killing 100 people, and which is still haunting my dreams. Residents of a Bay Harbor Islands apartment building north of Miami were told to evacuate yesterday. The building is 73 years old. And engineers say it has significant structural defects. Now, it's just 2 blocks from the Forum, another apartment building which was evacuated the day before over safety concerns. And again, these 2 buildings are about a mile away from Surfside.
Wow. We just got a text in regarding the Jason Rayner case.
Yeah.
Said, sister works for me. They're doing it in case film, books, or anything else are attempted to... any attempts to make money on the case, they would get all the proceeds.
So isn't that a law that the accused cannot benefit financially from?
Is that a federal thing or a state thing?
I believe it may be federal, and I believe it either came out of John Wayne Gacy or out of...
it was either Manson or Gacy because he was selling paintings.
Yeah, but what was the guy who also was put to death here in Florida? How can I not remember this guy's name? He's famous.
Bundy.
Serial killer. There you go, Bundy. Letters, but you're right, John Wayne Gacy. You know why he was named John Wayne Gacy?
Because of the John Wayne?
Because his father wanted him to grow up and be just like John Wayne instead of the pudgy boy who liked to garden, which was what he got. And so he tried to beat that out of him. Anyway. Red tide is blamed for killing dozens of sea turtles in Florida. We've been talking a lot about the seagrass problem on the Atlantic side, wondering if red tide was indeed going to be affecting any of these sea turtles. Or the State Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission estimates about 150 turtles have been killed by the toxic algae bloom so far this year. And for just a moment, I was crossing my streams between turtles and manatees.
Okay.
Sarasota and Charlotte counties along the Gulf Coast have been particularly hard hit. And a research scientist for the FWC, Dr. Alan Foley, says there's really not much that you can do to prevent the turtle deaths. The only thing really we can do is to stop excess nutrients from feeding red tide.
Right, and then, of course, causing the situation.
And then causing the situation to begin with.
That storyline would have changed Finding Nemo, that's for sure.
You know that somebody just texted in interestingly and said the word tornado would affect insurance claims, and one of the reasons that I guess news stations, until it's verified by the Weather Service, don't say that is because I guess they could be held responsible.
That's why.
I can't imagine how, but the insurance policies, if they read damage via tornado and it's not deemed a tornado,
right? It could be straight line winds.
Could be anything like that they would get out of paying the claim.
And again, that's why, like when I sit in this chair and do these stories, I'm very careful, or try to be, of saying quote end quote.
Right? Yeah, sure.
Allegedly. Because it puts us potentially on the hook, and I don't want to find out if that's true or not.
Was it always like that? Was it like that in the 70s?
It's always been like that.
Well, I mean, I think news in general, whether it be television or radio, has always used the allegedly, or you ask the question rather than make a statement.
And if you do make a statement, then be prepared to receive a legal statement from the person you were just talking about.
Right, exactly, especially if it's a little sideways.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No surprise here, but Florida is the top destination for many this weekend. A new study from finance website Value Penguin is putting the Sunshine State in the top spot for Labor Day weekend destinations. What does that mean for us? Traffic. In fact, both Orlando and Tampa International Airports are expecting double the amount of travelers they saw last year. 50,000 people expected to pass through OIA on Saturday alone.
How about this? They're expecting more people through OIA this weekend than in 2019.
Wow.
That's saying a lot. And officials say those flying this weekend, don't forget, get to the airport early, expect long lines, bring your mask. Don't assume that,
That's right.
Because travel here in Florida is going to be different than it might be elsewhere in the rest of the country. Now, that also means theme parks and hotels in the Orlando area are gearing up for a surge of activity this weekend. Great news, since earlier this week during Woke News, we talked about how the Orange County Convention Center, again, taking it in the shorts with at least 27 events canceled. Those large gatherings really suffering in
Hundreds
the face
of millions
of
of dollars lost
at
money.
least $500 million in Orange County alone with those lost events. Well, tourism officials at Visit Orlando are expecting a very busy Labor Day weekend. They also say that with the return of Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando, it could be busier than Labor Day 2019, just like the airport.
Absolutely crazy. That is so nuts, man.
It is.
People are losing their minds. They want to go do stuff.
Yeah, well, organizers say there are about 600 events between now and the end of the year, so lots of reasons for folks to come to the City Beautiful. All right, what would you guys say is the housing market in Florida is hot, and nowhere is it hotter than Polk County.
Okay, really?
A study released last week by Florida Atlantic University finds that is the state's most overpriced housing market. So we've narrowed it down to Polk County out of 67 counties in Florida.
And there's a great reason why, by the way. So Disney employees and park employees can't come this way anymore. There's no affordable property north.
Right.
So anything in that Polk County, South Lakeland, Lake Wales,
Davenport?
Frostproof, Davenport, Bartow, all those areas still have very affordable housing, and yet the commute's the same as if you lived in Orlando.
Yeah.
Let's see
I don't know about that.
The most
overpriced housing market.
Overpriced housing market.
And you're looking for a city in Polk County?
In Polk County.
Jimmy named the only one I know, and that's Lakeland.
There you go. Lakeland is the state's most overpriced housing market. They're going for almost 32% above premium.
Damn.
Homes in Lakeland, almost 32% over premium. An FAU analyst says the reasons are continued low interest rates, an influx of new residents, where affordability, right?
And availability.
And the shortage of homes for sale. Because like you said, Jimmy, Oviedo, Longwood, Lake Mary, Orlando, that's all outpriced for theme park workers.
Exactly. And when you buy a home, The structure's the structure. Then you have what are the school districts like?
Right.
What's the
Grocery shopping.
What are the property taxes like? How close am I to infrastructure that I enjoy type thing? Well, then you start kind of using those other things to negotiate. Okay, well, I can't afford any of this area. Where can I have those things I want? Then you start looking out. And with all this new road system we have, you can get almost anywhere pretty quickly in Orlando right now. It's actually not been that bad.
I live in Mount Dora. If it hadn't been for the 429 and the 453 extension, I wouldn't be living in Mount Dora.
You wouldn't be able to live out there.
If I had to drive 441 every day, it would take me 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah. Now it takes me 30, 35. Okay, more license-free fishing is available for part of the holiday weekend in Florida. You got family visiting, maybe looking for something fun to do. Well, residents and visitors can fish without a saltwater license tomorrow, Saturday. Right. Governor Ron DeSantis says license-free fishing days are a great way to experience why Florida is the sport fishing capital of the world. All of the rules will apply, though, including seasons, bag, and size limits. Nice. There you go. All right, a couple of side notes. The South Florida home once owned by notorious gangster Al Capone.
Hey, we just talked about this.
Yeah, because we talked about his 3 granddaughters putting several of his favorite items up for auction, including his favorite Colt 45. And the fact that he'd owned a home, several homes, Winter Park, down in my area, Mount Dora, Mount Plymouth, Well, it's set for demolition, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Miami Herald reports the new owners paid $10 million for the house and have plans to simply demolish it.
Well, there you go. It must be on a nice piece of property.
It must be. Now, Capone purchased the property in 1928 for
$60,000.
Jack?
No. 40,000.
Bingo, $40,000.
Really?
I'm right here.
Guess, Ross.
$40,001.
You're wrong.
Don't forget about taxes.
The new owners say, listen, it has flood damage and standing water underneath it. There's no point trying to save it, so they're just going to get rid of it. But the Tampa Bay area home, used as the set for the movie Edward Scissorhands, is now a museum. The website Creative Loafing reports Joey Licalzi and his wife bought the home in Lutz last year for $230,000. The museum features 6 exhibits with original props from the Tim Burton goth classic, and the new owners have plans to expand. It turns out the new homeowner worked on the set of the film as a dishwasher.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. There's a story I heard on Sean's show, the News Junkie, today, that the woman Carol Baskin was awarded the Tiger King Zoo.
Yeah.
In that lawsuit, she just sold it for like $140,000. But in the context of selling it, she had a 100-year stipulation that it couldn't be used for a zoo. You couldn't use the words Tiger King if you opened a business there in any way, shape, or form. You couldn't make any reference to that particular thing. Now, that one's that's kind of has a nefarious background, but this one I would think would equally, like if I was selling that house or if I lived in that neighborhood, the last thing you'd want is people piling in and out of there going to the stupid Edward Scissorhands Museum, though.
I know.
I mean, you don't want that in your neighborhood.
I know, exactly. But
all those weirdos, they're all wearing black and white striped shirts.
So dumb.
They stop for directions. They don't even have to speak. They just point. Yeah, that way.
Every time MegaCon's in town, you're like, oh no.
I'm just, where's my guy liner?
All right, and then finally, Amazon is poised to release its own TVs in the U.S., and it's not as far away as you might think.
It's a matter of time, right?
About 2 days.
Yeah.
It's prime.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's a matter of time that they started manufacturing.
Yeah. Why are they relying on other people?
They're Acme, right? This is where it's all going. It's going to be Acme. It's going to be one company. It's the new Walmart. Everything's going to be made by those guys.
Well, a report from Insider says the online retailer is planning to launch its own Amazon-branded TVs probably in October, ahead of the holiday shopping season. Amazon has reportedly been working on this project for about 2 years.
Yep.
So the Amazon TVs will be manufactured by third parties and be powered by Alexa. So this is probably even saying goodbye to the days of the remote control. You'll be able to just tell your TV what you want it to do instead of having to worry where's the remote or if you've got fresh batteries in it.
And you will see Amazon branded refrigerators and appliances not long after, because I think the TV is the test of the market to see if people will trust that brand with their television sales. If you buy TV from me, you'll damn sure buy a dryer, and you'll buy a dishwasher, and you'll buy a fridge from me. Ask Samsung.
I was just about to say, ask Samsung.
Yeah.
Well, now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. You heard us talking about the housing market in Lakeland. If you have questions about the mortgage business in your own backyard, listen tomorrow morning as that mortgage guy, Don, gives great advice as host of the Home Loans Radio Show. It's heard right here on Real Radio 104.1 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Don answers your text questions live on the air, but you don't have to wait till Saturday. You can go to homeloansradio.com right now for information, and while you're there, apply now to get a free quote for a mortgage, the most convenient way to get a mortgage quote. See for yourself at homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this, and Embers Only.
Text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Hey everybody, happy Friday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to update you. Friday weather for the rest of the day. Hot highs at 90 degrees. Mostly sunny skies. We'll see the increase in clouds by this afternoon. Looks like showers and storms developing after 2 o'clock. About 40 or 50% of you seen some raindrops, some heavy downpours, and some cloud-to-ground lightning. A northeast breeze at 5 to 10. We're 70s tonight. Showers and isolated storms before 2 a.m. Partly cloudy overnight. We'll keep it dry with light winds in play. For your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Labor Day holiday weekend, look for hot, humid highs in the low 90s and a rain chance each day at about 40%. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Angie. Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to care for your home. Use Angie to connect with top home service pros, see upfront pricing on hundreds of projects, and instantly book what you need done. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Guys, when I think about my friends over Mossy Oak Fence, I think about custom fences. I think about high quality because the skilled craftsmen over at Mossy Oak Fence use only the very best materials out there. That high quality also backed by the best warranty in the business. But I also think about sensibility because they understand everybody's situation is different. That's why Mossy Oak Fence offers affordable payment plans. But I really think about the safety and security my fence offers me. And I know that the Mossy will build you one that'll do the same thing because your family's safety and security is Mossy Oak's number one priority. So if you're thinking about a new fence, you got to think MossyOakFences.com. That's right, MossyOakFences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Hey, I'm Robert Evans, and bad news, everything's kind of collapsing. Good news, collapse means we have some opportunities to maybe make a better world, or at least a different one. On my new show, It Could Happen Here, Monday through Friday, we'll chronicle the collapse in real time, and we'll hook you up with the people who have a vision for a better future, so that you can make the new world better than the old one. Listen to It Could Happen Here on the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't want to pay bills the slow way? Electric, phone, water, cable. Just bring AMP's got your bill and payment. We process it electronically, and it gets paid. AMP's got. Bill collect fees apply.
The pandemic's reminded us we live in a sea of airborne germs that can assault us with every breath. Your nose is the body's first line of defense by helping filter out allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they reach your lungs. But like any air filter, the more clogged up it gets, the less it works. So how do you clean your nose? I'm Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. The neti pot's been around thousands of years. But I did invent Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to flush out mucus and germs that cause congestion, or worse, can make you sick. Over 2 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage has over 70,000 online reviews averaging 4.7 stars because it works and it's easy to use. Go to Navage.com or find Navage at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Now available with eucalyptus for a spa-like experience. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
This Friday through Monday at Old Navy, get up to 60% off store-wide with styles from $10. Grab must-have styles for the whole fam starting at just $10. Run to Old Navy for up to 60% off store-wide on sale, including clearance. You don't want to miss this. Hurry to Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 9/3 to 9/6. Select styles only.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It was a long, hot summer. Time to give your car a cool, refreshing oil change. Get started at Advance Auto Parts with an oil change bundle. 5 quarts of Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol, or Pennzoil Full Synthetic Oil, and a qualifying premium oil filter for just $37.99. And when you choose a select Valvoline bundle, you'll also get a bottle of Purple Power Extreme free. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Dangling the proverbial carrot since 1993. Whatever the hell that means. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Hope you have a big weekend planned. Go have a bunch of fun. Whole bunch of fun. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack. Hi. And Ross is as well.
Take shots of tequila.
That's right. Summer of Stuff comes to an end today. We are loading up the box. We've got to remember, we have those extra places to get still. So if you want to hop on board and you've already done the Instagram thing and you tried your best to get into trivia, maybe even last call, you still have a chance with Twitter. We are going to take 6 people from just our Twitter account. So you just go to Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Give us a like, a follow there, and then, of course, we will pick from that list. We're adding 6 more people. So, again, super easy. Just go up there and give us a like, a follow. It's Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Welcome back. I am Jim. 407-916-1041. By the way, do you guys have any plans this weekend? Are y'all going away or doing anything?
Going to the beach.
That's right. You're going to the beach. Jackson, do you usually do stuff on?
I'm trying to figure it out. We had plans that because of this Delta thing, they changed. We were going to be out of town at an Airbnb, and about a month ago that all changed, and so now we're kind of left like, hey, what do you want to do?
And if you haven't had anything, if you didn't plan anything by now, buddy, it's going to be difficult to do anything, and you would stay away from the beaches. I mean, if you're a local and you go to the beaches, you just get what you expect. I mean, it's going to be slammed everywhere.
Well, you know what always gets a good crowd is the Labor Day Surf Festival, and that is happening at Cocoa Beach, and so there'll be plenty of people, but they always have plenty of room out there. So
the springs will be full.
Yeah. NKFsurf.com.
So this is the last week. I mean, this is the theoretical blowout of summer, right? So
this is the last one.
This is the big Wahoo party. Now here in Florida,
unofficial end of summer.
Here in Florida, it doesn't really affect us. I mean, and I know it's always just kind of one of those days you set for that. You don't go, well, the summer's ending today. Let's pack everything up. Put away the grill. I mean, you'll be able to swim until November with us.
I gotta say, yesterday. You love living in Central Florida when one of the prizes is tickets to Island H2O Live, celebrate fall with these great water park prices. And all I'm thinking is, this is never going to be an ad you're going to hear in Minnesota.
Right, no, my Code Black landed in Albany before he drove up to his cabin up there in northern New York, and they had coats on.
Right, exactly.
It was like 9 in the morning. They're up there at a coffee shop with coats on.
So there's no H2O Live, no water park specials for fall.
Yeah. Do you think it was a good season for the water parks? I mean, I haven't driven by any because I don't really go by them, but usually Volcano Bay is a pretty good indicator of what's happening. And I know that one of the Disney water parks has been closed all season, right? Like Typhoon Lagoon or what's the other one? The winter
Blizzard
one.
Beach.
Yeah, one of those I believe has been closed this year.
Yes, because of renovations, and I believe it's Blizzard Beach.
And I know Island has been open pretty much the entire summer. There is no more Wet and Wild. And I know that Aquatica has been open pretty much all summer. I wonder if they had a good season. That's an interesting question because, I mean, you would think it would be a pretty safe place to go with all that bleach.
Well, I think it's pretty good because typically Real Radio does a night at Aquatica, and it was so busy throughout the summer, and and with weather and stuff, we kind of got postponed. They just put it back on the calendar. September 18th.
Oh, really?
Is going to be Rock. It's called Rock on the Water.
Mm-hmm.
Angel from the Monsters will be DJing.
Ooh,
Saturday,
wow.
September 18th from 7 p.m. until midnight. So it's a nighttime event at Aquatica. Everything will be open, including their new ride, which is Riptide Race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love water parks. But I have to tell you, I went to the Volcano Bay thing. We went out there, and they're like, go do the volcano ride. Man, I got about I don't know, just a little bit past halfway up on that climbing system. You got to get up there.
Yeah, hamstrings tightened up.
I looked up and I was like, I've been climbing this thing for like 4 minutes, and I'm like halfway. I said, my fat ass ain't going nowhere near the top of that thing. I was like, excuse me, pardon me, all the way down.
Yeah, that walk of shame.
Oh, dude, I did not even. I was
shame.
Chest out, happy.
Do not want to be tasting my swimsuit bottoms as they're,
Well, Jimmy, if you want to get one more night of water park action and you get tickets for our Aquatica events at aquatica.com/iHeartRadio.
Very good. Yeah, I think they. It's weird because we depend on a lot of the Brits and a lot of the people coming over from Europe to do the water park things all the time. And I know
Brazil, South America,
and a lot of that travel was down. So I wonder,
and still are. So we'll see. We're slowly getting there. So at least for Labor Day, people are still coming here.
But interstate travel has been very good in the States. I mean, even in RVing and car traveling, they expect a lot of car traffic this season. So hopefully everybody will have a good weekend, man. I mean, everybody deserves a great weekend, really. 407-916-1041. Let's do Embers only.
Now, it's time to explore the world of cigars, spirits, and other things that make life worth living. This is Embers Only.
Embers Only brought to you by our friends over at Corona Cigar Company. 3 locations to serve you: downtown Orlando, Heathrow, Sand Lake Road. Of course, they're always online at coronacigar.com. Love these guys. Actually shot Jeff Borswitz, who's the owner of Tex, the other day. And I'll say it again. When we did that Maker's Mark package a couple weeks back with FSG, the Bellicoso, which is the pointed end cigar, I had another snort of that Maker's Mark last night. God almighty damn. So you get a bottle of this Maker's Mark that they blend just for a Corona cigar, because Jeff has created these wonderful relationships with all these great bourbon makers. He goes up there into their warehouse. They bring out a sample from all the barrels. He blends one together that he thinks fits really well, and then they bottle it up, and you can only get it from Corona. Well, he gifted me a bottle of that to talk about it. $115 gets you 6 of the FSG cigars at $20 a piece, and then a bottle of this bourbon, and it is bananas.
What a great deal.
It is so freaking good.
It's so good you're snorting it.
It is. It is so good. Anyway, our cigar of the week complements things like that. By the way, you can get wonderful bourbons, port wines, tequilas, scotches, of course, all there to accompany all the great humidors, cutters, lighters. It's all there. coronacigar.com as well. Today, it's the Intensa Gran Robusto. You can hear Deborah opening hers up right now. For 15 years, this cigar has been a really popular go-to for the folks who like full-flavored cigars. This is a full-flavored cigar, medium to strong. And if you've got a little weak belly, I would not suggest this cigar because it comes in a little hot. But it is loaded with flavor. That's one of the spiciest little cigars ever. It is so freaking delicious. It really does kind of give you that Cuban-esque kind of feel when you smoke one. You get that nice big bold blast of flavor, spicy leather, like kind of toasted wood flavors in there.
I smell some grasses too.
You're gonna love this cigar. $8.
That's
$8. Can't even believe it. That's the Intensa Gran Robusto FSG. It is the cigar of the week. You can go grab them now. A little bit hotter than medium. Wonderful size smoke. Good ring size as well. Stays lit. Burns great. You'll love it again. The Intensa Gran Robusto FSG. Go get it. It's available right now at Corona Cigar. 3 locations: Sand Lake, Heathrow, downtown, and online at coronacigar.com. I've got a piece of information that I read about a study today, one of the most interesting things I've ever read, and it is going to blow your mind. Some people can tell where you're from on the planet by how you do this, and it's something everybody's done in their life. Everybody. From childhood until now. I'll tell you what that is next.
Cool.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Willing to admit our preoccupation with short-term solutions in exchange for something shiny. Is that a new iPad? Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Stop and go right eastbound I-4 from County Road 557 into 429. Westbound I-4 is backing up from Osceola Parkway into 429. Couple pockets of slow traffic along 417 in between Landstar and Bonky Creek, both directions slowing down there. There is a wreck that should be clearing out of the way along Winter Garden Vineland at Colonial Drive. To see a traffic problem, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Courtney Bright.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Joe Biden is leaving Americans behind in Afghanistan. So how do we get them out? Well, all week long, we're going to answer that question on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. So download the Ben Ferguson Podcast right now and listen as we tell you what you need to do to help so many Americans left behind.
Man, here in Central Florida, if your AC doesn't work, you are in trouble. That's why I lean on Mills Air. Leon and his team over there know how to keep you nice and cool. They've been doing it the right way with honesty and integrity for almost 30 years here in Central Florida. They know every brand inside and out. Their techs are nice, they're trained, they're tested, and they're ready to help you every single hour of the day. Plus, they're carrier or factory authorized dealers. In case you do need a brand new AC, they get you covered there as well with up to $2,700 in rebates towards that brand new carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and for sure, always turn to the guys over at Mills Air. Family owned and operated, and they're ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
With a SunTrust checking account, stay on top of your money with all the right ingredients. Get free helpings to online resources and tools to help make your money grow. Manage your spending by receiving alerts. And help yourself to seconds on your money with cash back with SunTrust deals. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
If your grocery delivery is just okay, that's not okay. But good news, now Kroger is here to not just deliver groceries, but over-deliver with freshness guaranteed. And the coolest trucks, literally. They're refrigerated to beat the heat, so your salad always has that farm fresh snap. Sound more than okay? Then order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your next 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Picture the perfect international vacation. Historic architecture, quaint cafes, beautiful beaches. It sounds great. Now imagine getting there. You got a 14-hour cramped flight, a long wait in customs, and a whole lot of jet lag to look forward to. Introducing a new way to travel, intranationally. Get all that international charm without ever leaving the country. Get all the culture, cuisine, and beaches right here in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intranationally. Visit floridashistoriccoast.com to learn more.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
When I lost my Chase debit card, I was like... But I locked my card on my Chase mobile app, and that feels like... That's what security feels like. Card locked.
Check and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Learn more at chase.com/banking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Enrolling Chase online or on the Chase mobile app. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynch Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. I'll say it like I do every single day. You do not have to wait on us to bring up something that you would like to talk about. If you have something on your mind, please call us, text us. We'd be glad to discuss it with you, for you, around you, on you.
Hey, now.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Nicole DePrey coming up a little bit later in this hour. And then we'll have Ross thoughts.
Pick the board.
Pick the board.
Matter of fact, this time, starting next week, we'll debut the new Primetime Kitchen Jim Colbert Show edition.
That's right, yeah, Primetime Kitchen. And I saw that Amy Drew Thompson announced on her Facebook page today that she will now be a part of the show. And it's got a lot of great response. I mean, people are like very excited about it, which I'm super excited. She was just named as like one of the most, I think she made that list of Scots. One of the people in Orlando that make this a better place. So
one door closing. This Sunday will be the final Primetime Kitchen hour-long edition. Sorry, Beth. Sunday at 8 a.m.
It will be.
And then starting a week from today, at this very moment, we will debut the weekly in-show edition of Primetime Kitchen with Amy Drew Thompson.
So what that means is, by the way, she writes for the Orlando Sentinel. She's the food and or the culinary kind of vibe over at the Sentinel, plus many other things, though. She's a real deal journalist. But Primetime's all done. And the good thing is now, much like Jim started many years ago here on Real Radio from 3 until 7, he did a thing called Snack Time, which was his attempt at showcasing some of the cool places to eat here in Central Florida, including some cool Polish places that not many people knew about. And that was kind of, so this is picking up where that left off. And again, now with Orlando having so many great places to eat, but really only so many to pick from, because you only have so many days, not everybody can be a foodie that eats out 4 or 5 times a week. You want to know something that's very good. We'll give you suggestions every single week, 4 o'clock with Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. It'll be Primetime Kitchen right here on the Jim Colbert Show. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm glad that the brand could stick around because I was at a real crossroads with it, Do
we get food?
When we get stuff back, you will be getting food. Matter of fact, I have to tell you, I have a very great surprise for you. And we'll be doing that probably on that Friday before the 18th or something. It's gonna coincide with the column that she wrote here recently, and we'll have some samples for everybody. I think it'll be great.
Yay! All right.
Yeah, very good.
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Just keep that attitude good. All right, 407-916-1041. So I told you guys before the break that I had a very interesting study. This is actually genuinely one of the most interesting things I've read. I thought it was a really good Friday story going into Labor Day weekend. Let me see how I can frame this, because beforehand I said that, okay, so here's what they say. They can tell within certain reason. I mean, it's not a 100% thing, but within reason, I can tell what part of the world you're from by how you do this.
Wash your hands.
It's not wash your hands, but I have to tell you, buddy, you're closer than you think.
Brush your teeth.
It's not anything like that. It's not a hygiene thing.
How you walk.
It's something you've done since you were a child, and you still do to this day. You don't. It's not consumed. It's none of that.
How you react to a sneeze.
That is a good one, man. That's a very good one.
That's so Jack random. I love it.
God, coughing?
No, it's not how you cough. I'm gonna let you guess for a second, because it is, when I tell you, it's that interesting to me. God, I hope this goes over as much as I'm pitching it up.
Okay, yeah, so do we.
How much you drink water?
No, I said you don't consume it. It's something you learn as you're growing up. It's something you learn. You learn how to do something using this.
Oh, how you set the table.
No. Learn, like school learn, like like school learn.
How you greet someone?
No. One more. I'll give you each one more and we'll go into it.
Okay.
Okay, so in school, as a kid, or where you learn your basics all around the world, every kid has done this, but that can tell where you're from.
How you write your name.
God, you're so close.
What you write your name with?
No, it's not right.
It's not right.
You're the last shot, buddy.
Read.
You're the last. You are the last hope for this entire show right now. It's on your shoulders.
The great white doe.
The last shot.
Fish that saved Pittsburgh.
Not my last time, not my first time being the last shot.
All right.
Oh, God, man. How you...
Somebody on the texting service has it.
Wipe your butt?
Check how you hug.
No.
How you hug people.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's how you count with your fingers. It's how you count with your fingers.
You still do that?
Yes, you do it. Everybody does it. Guys, you have no idea how important it is how you count with your fingers. It actually tells where you're from, because different countries and different cultures tell you how to count with your fingers differently. How do you think Americans count with their fingers? Most Americans, how do you think they do it? Because you got to remember, there are a myriad of ways that you can count using your fingers.
Starting with your thumb, you flip it out as you count. Like
now,
one,
who do you
two,
think does that more?
three. Me.
No, what kind of, do you think that's an American thing, a European thing?
I'm going American.
That's European. I think the American way is that they start off with the index and thumb is 5.
Okay, what do you think, Deb?
Oh, I'm going to go that is it country, or can I say it's more of a Western culture than Eastern?
Well, I mean,
you like that? Covering all my bases?
Yeah. I mean, just go. How do you do it? Like when you count, how do you count when you're
the same like Ross or Jack said? You start with the thumb.
Your thumb, and then your index finger, then your middle finger, then your ring finger. And Ross, how do you do it?
He starts with the index.
I go index, and then my thumb is 5.
It says here, if you're from the UK or many parts of Europe, you probably start counting with your thumb and finish with the pinky. That's like Jack was saying. In the U.S., they said most people start counting with
their pointer finger.
Their pointer finger. Their index finger.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? Like the 1, 2, because you hold it as a fist.
Yeah.
And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holding like a fist, very American.
Very aggressive, very American.
But it's weird because it's the kind of fist you make, because the fist you make when you use your thumb first, it's like a girl fist. You put your hand, you don't wrap your thumb around, you put your finger there on top. We used to call it a sissy fist.
Here, come here, let me show you how much of a sissy fist it is. Come here.
Because we weren't bullies. That's fine. Give me one. And it's called a 10-base system. And it said if we'd evolved for 8 or 12 fingers, it'd be way different. It turns out people around the world have vastly different ways of counting with their fingers. I'm so
Never thought of that before.
Excited. I'm so excited about this. I thought this was the most fascinating thing. How do you think they do it in Japan?
They start with the pinky.
No.
Damn it.
And they flip the switch.
I just flipped a switch.
They usually do.
How do you think they count on their hands in Japan?
One on each hand. They alternate hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, they don't have a ping pong match with their counting fingers. Ross, what do you think? Again, the show's entire fate lives on you.
What other way is there?
Man, really? You're the creative one of all of us, right? How about starting with your hand open and pull the fingers in to count?
Wait, what was that?
In Japan,
Open your hand.
They start with the open palm and go 1 and bring the fingers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
That's culturally how it's done in Japan. How about this? In India, you can actually count higher than the fingers on your hand. How do you think they do that?
Toes.
Nope.
No, they count with the right hand, and then every set of 5, they put up a finger on their left hand.
No.
Oh, that was good, Ross.
I felt good. It felt right.
No,
Count
that's not
knuckles.
it. No, that's not it. And for example, in India,
I've been there.
You can actually you can count.
In India.
I hate it when you got me. That one got me. In India, you can actually count higher than the digits on your hand. How do you do that? God, this is so interesting to me. You count the spaces between.
Whoa.
So you count in India, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they get 10 out of it somehow because they say you can do it 20 ways there. In Eastern Africa, they use both hands in a symmetric way, like Jack was saying, where they like kind of go back and forth like that, and they use this like instead of like in Mexico. By the way, the knuckles do come into play in Mexico.
Yes.
So many times in Tijuana. But in Tanzania, what they do is, like, if you were to show the letter, like, if you were to show me 6, Ross, if you were to show me 6 with your fingers, how would you do it?
I'm going index with a full hand.
Right, and that's what most people do. It's either the index or the thumb. You hold up the 5 open, and either a thumb or an index finger to show 6, correct?
Yeah.
Right. In Bantu or in Tanzania, it's not. They put up, like, the I love you signs.
Oh, that's for rock and roll.
And they do that, or the I love you signs, and that's how they count 6.
So they're like baseball players with 2 outs?
But even when they only... But even when they... and by the way, there are a number of other Mexican peninsulas that use that Indian counting system. The spaces between the fingers as well. I don't know how they show that, though.
Wow.
And then how do you show 8?
Ooh. Oh, I think I'm double 4 in it. If someone said, I think I'm going to double.
You don't.
I don't?
You do not. If you're from the United States, as a rule, you do not do that. How do you show me 8?
One hand 5, one hand 3.
That's it right there, Jack. Oh, no. Actually, it's... Yeah, you got it, Jack. So it's the 5, and then it's that racist sign, the okay sign.
Oh! I didn't even realize that was happening.
But it's backwards. You don't do it like that. You do it like that. So
we tricked you. That is wild.
Fascinating stuff, man. I'm telling you, in China, they count from 1 to 5 the same way as the U.S., but 6 to 10 are represented symbolically. 6 is shown by extending the thumb, the pinky, while 10 is a closed fist. So if you want to count to 10 in China, you just show them 2 closed fists, and that means 10.
And then you punch them.
Right, or it's going to get your ass kicked. It's one of the 2. Crazy stuff. I read this today. I was like, man, that is the craziest thing. I remember counting, and it actually took me a minute because as I started reading it, I started projecting the story like onto how I was going to count. And I'm like, okay, if somebody just asked you, to count something in your head and you're using your fingers just kind of keep your place, what would you do first? Thumb is immediate with me. Thumb is 1.
It's the texting service at 77031 lighting up with one listener after another talking about Inglourious Bastards. Apparently, there's a major scene where it's how Nazis figure out Germans are trying, or that Americans are trying to pretend that they're Germans by the way that they count to the number 3.
Oh, using their fingers.
Using their fingers because it's different in Germany than it is in America, and that's how the Nazis figured out,
because in Europe they start with their thumb, and in America they would have started with their index finger. So if you're an American trying to be a Nazi or
any kind of spy, it just goes to show, though, doesn't it, the nuance of culture, so that if you were to try to infiltrate another culture, there's so much more outside of language that you would have to learn to really be able to mix in and not be seen as an outsider.
And the funny thing is before languages took over, they say they go back hundreds of thousands of years, and before languages took over, there was this universal sign from continent to continent as people started communicating and trying to create, ideas so that you knew what I was thinking and I could kind of translate that. And they say that these hand motions, as simple as just counting on your fingers, is passed down from generations and generations. And this is stuff that that is almost like genetic. You just get taught to do it a certain way. And it says in the last little paragraph of this story, which was beautiful, by the way, if you want to read the entire thing, it said BBC Future. There's a tab there. Just click on Future and you'll see the story. It says, not only can finger counting reveal where in the world you come from, it may also shed light on how we learn to understand the concept of numbers as children and even as a species. The idea of showing a content of something by showing the digits on your own hands as a being is a big deal cognitively in development. And even though, say, counting on your hands feels as easy as 1, 2, 3, it just simply isn't that way. Fascinating story. I thought I'd share that with you guys. Pretty cool.
That's very cool.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. The most overhyped... No, I'm not going to do that yet because I have another great story coming up here in a second. Let's talk about collectibles. We'll do that next.
All right.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. The lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Stop and go right eastbound I-4 from County Road 557 into 429. Westbound I-4 is backing up from Osceola Parkway into 429. Couple pockets of slow traffic along 417 in between Landstar and Boggy Creek, both directions slowing down there. There is a wreck that should be clearing out of the way along Winter Garden Vineland at Colonial Drive. See a traffic problem? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Courtney Bright.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has amazing prices for your back-to-school list. Now Crayola 12-count color pencils and 10+2 markers bonus packs are just 97 cents each. Offer ends 9/18, limit 30. Be more than ready for school. Visit your local Staples store or staples.com/back-to-school.
Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware is your headquarters for outdoor cooking. They have so many great grills using so many awesome fuels. There's no way possible you won't find a fit for yourself. All the great smoking woods from peach to pecan, hickory, mesquite, they have it all. Applewood, of course, and great marinades and great sauces to make your food on the grill awesome. And even better right now, Traeger is on fire. Get a free folding front shelf when you buy a Traeger Pro or Ironwood Series grill at Tools Ace Hardware now through September 13th. And you can get free assembly and delivery on any grills and accessories totaling $3.99 and up. And if you shop Traeger Grills at one of their 11 convenient locations, they'll take great care of you. They will, and they do every single time. Find them online as well at acehardware.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Win your way to our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Coming live to iHeartRadio stations across America and streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com. You'll see Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Phineas, Florida Georgia Line, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Maroon 5, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, and more. Listen every weekday to win your way there.
Got a bill to pay fast? HandAmp's got your bill and payment, and it gets paid electronically. Electric, phone, water, cable. For a full list of billers, go to amscot.com.
Amscot.
Bill collect fees apply.
Unbelievable.
No sugar and 60 calories.
Naturally. New Chobani with zero sugar. Impossibly delicious. Made possible by Chobani, not a low-calorie food.
Man, if you're a business owner, are you feeling the pressures of running that business? You know, there's a limit to what you can do and still keep your employees engaged. Cool thing is, Insperity brings 30-plus years of HR experience to help you with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance the entire time, giving your employees competitive benefit options. That means you're able to focus on other priorities. Your employees can thrive and your business can grow. Because with Insperity, nothing seems impossible. We're talking full-service HR, employee benefits, HR technology. It is Insperity. That's HR that makes a difference.
Why is it the best wireless deals require a trade-in? Right now at T-Mobile, we're getting rid of the trade-in headache. Switch and get the epic iPhone 12 with 5G on us. Get it on Magenta Max with unlimited premium data. No trade-in required.
Check out this great 4K video I took of us. I even posted it with 5G way out here.
That's right, a new iPhone 12 on us. No worrying about having a phone that qualifies. You can keep your current phone or pass it down. Seriously, no trade-in required.
Look at this cool photo of my victory dance.
Wow, I didn't know you were that flexible.
It's that easy. Unlimited premium data, iPhone 12 on us, and no trade-in required. You won't get that from anyone else. T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Activate up to 4K or video streams at 480p. Phone via 24 credits plus tax for well-qualified buyers. Contact us before canceling to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement due. Up to 2 per account. T-Mobile is the largest 5G network and named fastest by Open Signal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
On the road this weekend? Take the free iHeart app with you and check out the best summer podcasts to binge for your last long weekend of summer fun. Like Stephen King's new series, Strawberry Spring, following a young reporter chasing down a modern-day Jack the Ripper. Or learn something new to share with your friends on the Stuff You Should Know podcast, along with your favorite radio stations and playlists for whatever mood you're in or wherever you're headed this Labor Day weekend. We got it all on the free iHeart app. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
No money down, no payments for 90 days, no interest. Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Radio.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. I guess I should be doing the giant pot store story right now, considering it's 420.
Yeah. Come on.
We're not going to do that, though.
Oh.
We're going to move on because I'm not basic like that. The song's good. Who is it?
This is 24K Golden with Ian Dior with Mood.
This has been out a while, right?
Yeah.
A couple years. How long, Ross?
Well, I don't know if it's been out that long. We are playing it on Real Music Weekends as well.
Yeah. I was telling you guys before we went to break and at the top of the show, there's a particular thing, collectible, that's going crazy, and there's a possibility you could have some right now in your home.
Adderall.
And we're not talking, I said collectibles, not drugs.
You asked the right person.
Collectibles, not drugs.
Oh, I've never seen a 20 milligram before.
Adderall Museum, where would that be? UCF?
I don't know, but it'll be really clean.
You can get through it pretty quick?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, the tour is supposed to take an hour and a half, but most people do it in 11 minutes.
What do you guys want to know? Literally anything, generally speaking. Anything? Because we can do really good, elaborate math.
Can I fold your towels?
Mm-hmm.
Again?
407-916-1041. What do you think, though, guys? I mean, there's a collectible market out there that's going crazy, so much so that it says in the context of this article that people are using these like they would a portfolio, like a stock portfolio.
Tell me it's baseball cards coming back.
It is not baseball cards, but I will tell you, collectible baseball cards and sports cards in general are making a comeback.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
They are making a big comeback, so you definitely want to hold on to those and cull out the ones you think have value, but they are climbing in value. That's not the case, though, but you may be in the realm.
So it's a card.
I said maybe.
Pokemon cards.
Boom, nailed one of them. What's the other one?
Star Wars action figures.
No.
D&D cards.
Bam, nailed one. One more.
What?
How many are there?
Dungeons
One
and
more.
Dragon cards, Pokemon cards.
And it fits right in there. Figure it out.
Come on, nerd boy. What do you got?
This one's killing it. Matter of fact, this card, that one of these cards, the premier card of this group of people or this game,
It's got to be Dungeons and Dragons.
Game, Ross. Game.
Just sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Matter of fact, I think
I got
Magic.
Magic the Gathering is the answer, buddy.
Whoa, don't you have some of those?
If you're sitting,
Yeah, man. Have you guys never tapped some land? That's what you do in the game.
No, I've never done that.
You gotta tap some lamb, dude.
But let me tell you, man, that Magic the Gathering thing, they say that those game pieces, those old original game cards and Pokemon cards and the old Dungeons and Dragons stuff is absolutely going crazy right now. As a matter of fact, I don't think retailers are even putting collections of Pokemon cards out on the shelves anymore, are they? Because people were losing their mind and trying to buy everything. They pulled them back and they stopped putting them out on the shelves because people were losing their minds.
Well, I know they stopped doing that with those wax packs for baseball cards, like at Walmart and Target, where you might be able to find a collectible in there. Because there was a man in Milwaukee who was walking out of one of the big box stores and was met with a gun in his face, and they robbed him of the baseball cards he had just bought.
One of the people in this context of this story would not give their name because they didn't want to be harassed or bothered.
Right.
Because of buyers or collectors contacting them incessantly to try to get hold of their collection. Among the items most sought after, of course, we all know that, the Charizard card.
Yeah, we all know that.
No
Pokemon.
doubt. Yeah.
And, of course, the Black Lotus card. Do you guys know where Black Lotus goes?
No.
That's the big Magic the Gathering card, I guess. So one of those sold for $510,000.
Black Lotus.
Yeah, the Magic the Gathering's Black Lotus is, as well as the cartridges are also, of course, we know the cartridge, the unopened cartridge just sold for like 3 or 4 million or something.
Or of a White Lotus guy.
I want to say this was back in 2014. There was a newspaper reporter, I think it was in the Panhandle, who was murdered for his collection of Magic the Gathering. His cards totaled like $100,000.
Well, that means now it would be worth way more because those things are going through the roof. They're saying literally prices are going up so fast and access is going down. It's creating a frenzy like they've not seen in this particular card market in quite a bit. And it says who do you think is or more responsible for all of it? There's one person they say that really started driving this entire thing. Say his name.
Elon Musk.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is the answer.
Oh.
When Logan Paul came out wearing that Charizard card, and he would go, when the Pokemon cards went crazy, he was going to card shops and buying boxes and boxes of cards that could have these very expensive, and doing pack openings on YouTube and getting tens of millions of views of people watching this douchebag opening packs of Pokemon cards.
Nice.
Great.
Hey, nothing in that article, anything on Stratomatic baseball?
Or the Beanie Babies you mentioned?
No,
earlier?
none of that stuff. It was just all these cards. But the crazy, I'll tell you what's interesting about this. Okay, so I'm part of a group of people who likes to kind of estate sale and garage sale. By the way, I just found out Michael Jackson was a fan of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson used to beg his limo driver to stop at Salvation Army stores. It was his favorite store.
Really?
Yeah. He loved going in there, finding stuff that was expensive for not much money. It was a big thing for him. But yeah, so back in the day when the baseball card thing hit, back in the 90s, when I would garage sale, I tell a story of watching a girl or a guy walk. I'm walking up the driveway. The girl is walking toward her car. In her hands, she's got 2 boxes of basketball cards, and her boyfriend is walking behind her, and he's white as a ghost. And it turned out to be the 86 Fleer? Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, and about 5 other perennial mega basketball star rookie cards in those boxes. I think each one of those rookie cards at the time was selling for, $4,000 or $5,000, and a box, I think, guaranteed 2 in each box. And they bought the whole thing for $10. The girl, it was a woman whose son had gone away to college and kind of lost contact with him, and it was all his stuff, and she was just selling it all. And by the way, that scenario I just said with these Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards happens all the time in estate sales, all the time in a garage sales.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're hanging on to.
Nobody knows. This is stuff that you had as a kid, as a millennial, and they actually say this in the context of the story. This is a millennials collection, so if you go to a house and there was somebody there in college and they just put it all out there, you may want to take a few minutes and acclimate yourself to the environment of Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards and their values, because if you do that on weekends like I do, you could trip across a lot of money and not even know it. And I don't know about the value. I think they have to be in pretty good shape, though, right, Ross?
I would think so, but I mean, God, now I want to just nerd out and play Magic the Gathering.
What you should do is check out your cards. You want to get that.
Have them.
Well, you don't have Magic cards?
No, I don't know where they went. I have no idea. I grew up.
Do you have any collectible cards right now?
I don't think so.
I have some baseball and football, yeah.
That's the Twitter poll at Jim Colbert Show. Do you have a collectible card collection? You can vote at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Follow us there because we're going to be selecting more people to join our Summer of Stuff.
By the way, somebody just texted and said those boxes you just talked about are $50,000 each now. The boxes are $50,000. They sell unwrapped packs from back in the day for upwards of $150, $200 a pack, because every pack could have a big rookie card, from back in the day, whether it be Pete Rose, or not Pete Rose, it's a terrible example. Like Nolan Ryan, any of those guys.
I saw a video of a Target employee, I believe, that was cleaning, and there was a late 90s unopened Pokemon card, just like a pack, and he was just like, I guess apparently this is a way bigger deal than I thought, but it was all, it was so old and dusty, and some of the cards inside were a little bit affected, but I just thought that was awesome that this thing dropped 20 plus years ago behind a counter.
This is by the way, this is gambling for people who don't have don't like the casinos. This is the same feel you get when you find something, you get something for nothing kind of thing. You put in a little money and get a gigantic payback. And there's a guy who actually all he does is travel around the U.S. and look for these cards in spots like I've just said, whether you go into thrift stores where people are just liquidating collections, or I tell you another really good one. I should not give any of this away. But when you go into these thrift stores or you go into consignment stores, are where a lot of people miss opportunities to get cool stuff, because consignment or antique malls are a different concept than thrift stores altogether. Whereas thrift stores have everything donated and brought in, and then of course the employees can sift through all the good stuff and keep it for themselves, or they actually, what they do is they take some of that stuff and send it to a boutique store. Like if they get a really expensive, they cull through that and then send the expensive stuff off to the boutique store so they can ask more money for it. But in these situations with the consignment shops, they basically just rent a space. And like an old Kmart, you've seen these things everywhere, right? And they rent a space and they lay their stuff out. Well, man, you can go in there and they forget about it. There's one in Orlando right now. I'll tell you right now, there are probably a couple of really unbelievable sports memorabilia finds in this space, but I just don't have time to go through it nor the knowledge. But there's no question there's something in there worth a whole bunch of money. But there's no way for me to know that. But if you have that little bit of knowledge and you roll through some of these spaces, you can find some really cool stuff. Like collectible glass is a big deal and has been for years. And you probably have picked up a piece at a thrift store worth thousands of dollars and not even known it.
Especially that Depression era glass.
Yeah, Lalique. It's a glass you just would never know the value because you see so much cheap glass. If you don't know what to look for, you can't find anything. But this is actually a really cool prize. They're saying that not only do the classic cards gain value quickly, but there was a card they released, I think, earlier this year, and it's basically a monkey that's wearing glasses. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. But it's a monkey that wears glasses. The card sold for $30 earlier this year. That's just months ago. It's already tripled in value. It's already worth $90 just by holding it in your hand for 6 months. So this stuff is going crazy right now.
There's a retail store called Cool Stuff. Are you familiar with it,
I am.
Jimmy? It's on 1792 right there in that Fern Park, Castleberry area. It's been there for years. I drive by it twice a day, every day. I have no idea what this thing is. So because it says Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, Pokemon. So it's just a place for the people to go
play. That place has been open for 10 years now.
How do they generate revenue?
I think you rent in there, and they also sell stuff in there. Like they have concessions in there. You can also, I think you can play video games in there as well.
They've done it successfully where they're paying rent, obviously, because they've been in business for a decade now.
And just so you know how big the store is, it's an old Lazy Boy store.
Yeah.
Remember when Lazy Boy opened up those retail stores and tried to sell like chairs and furniture? It failed there, and that's the space that took over. And we laughed about it. I mocked that thing relentlessly when it opened. I was like, wow, who would pour cash into that? Like just somewhere nerds going to hang out? Joke's on Jim. That dude is rolling in cash right now.
Someone just texted at 77031. My son is 21 and came back from college asking where his binder.
Oh my God!
Of Pokemon cards
are.
Oh
my God!
Parentheses. I think my wife gave them away years ago.
And you know what? I don't feel bad for anybody in that situation. It's taking up stuff. You moved out.
Listen to Ross. When did you grow up?
When did you turn into a 45-year-old mad dad?
I don't know. I got it from Jack. I'm just saying,
he's the maddest.
Are you gonna hold that expectations? Are you really gonna be upset at your parents
Some
over?
dude just sued his parents for getting rid of his porn collection, and he's in his 40s.
It's a whole nother conversation.
It's a binder. How much space could it be taking up? You don't deserve a call.
Oh, it goes both ways.
You don't deserve a call. Just, hey, look, I got this binder here of Pokemon stuff. You want me to hold on to this for you?
Jimmy.
No, Mom, toss it. Boom.
You want me to hold on to it for you for an undisclosed amount of time that's going to give or take be several decades?
Well,
Ross
he's
is right.
21.
Ross is absolutely right. I have 3 daughters. One lives at home, and I got a bunch of crap from the other 2. What am I supposed to do with it? Oh, what? Pack it up, put it in Rubbermaid things, and store it for them?
Well, I mean, you don't have a you give them a time limit. Hey, I want to clear the space out. This needs to be gone in the next 3 months.
Come and get it by 5 today.
Right? That sounds way better.
I hope they're listening.
He's a parent, not U-Haul. He's not a storage unit.
I love this new Ross. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I like this guy.
Who is this guy?
I just can't wait till he finds out for a while you are kind of a storage space.
Hey, is the old Ross back next week?
I don't know. I don't think that's how time
is that how it works?
Or maturity works. I hope not. If you see, young Ross come back up, I'm smoking again.
Okay.
Miss it, huh?
How much do you think Hasbro's Wizards of the Coast division? Okay, so let me read this again because I'm Hasbro's Wizards of the Coast division. They make the tabletop version of Dungeons and Dragons plus Magic the Gathering. How much do you think they made second quarter of this past year or this year?
Ugh.
Second quarter, they just make 2 of those games. And if you would have told me this number, if with this study in your hand, I would have called you a liar. I would have never guessed in a million years that those 2 games could have generated that much revenue over 10 years. $406 million.
Whoa, I was going to say 250. Wow.
In a quarter. 2 games. God almighty. They're saying Wall Street's getting in on it. As a matter of fact, it's so hot right now, private equity giant Blackstone just purchased a majority stake in Certified Collectibles Group, a company that trades collectibles like trading cards for $500 million. That just happened in July. They just bought in at $500 million. They didn't buy, just bought in. Crazy business right now. 407-916-1041. Who do we have, Joros?
We have Michael. He knows more about this.
Okay, Michael, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I work at Cool Stuff.
Hey, cool, man. What's up?
Nothing, man. You asking how we make money. We sell Magic. We sell Pokemon, both in the packs, open, pick your card as a single. We sell a lot of board games. We sell... just about everything gaming related, plus all of the accessories you need, like card sleeves and boxes to hold it and silly little tokens and things like that.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, I've driven by the place a billion times. Friends of ours used to own the car lot that's right next to you guys there. Are you the owner or you just work there?
No, I'm just an employee that loves it to death. I bleed cool stuff blue.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, when that place opened, we used to make fun of it because, of course, the nerd thing. But you guys, it was so funny how successful it's been. And people come and just sit and play there, right?
Absolutely. Well, with COVID, it's been a little bit harder to do, but we do tournaments. We just have, friendly, family game nights and stuff like that. You come in and play board games on some nights. Sometimes we have D&D running.
Very cool, man. Well, congratulations on your success. That's actually very neat, and I appreciate that call. That's awesome.
He's excited,
yeah,
man.
He is. I like that.
Anyone that has that passion for their job is, amen. Good on you.
Absolutely.
Good on you.
The best thing, you can't pay somebody like that enough.
Yeah, but just driving by it for years, like on my way to work, on my way home from work, I go by it, and it's just like, still have no idea what happens in there.
Pre-COVID, he's right.
As of this moment, even hearing all that, I still don't know what they do.
It's a retail store where you can sit and do it.
Yeah, man.
It's like a bowling alley for nerds.
Some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, 407-916-1041. All right, let's take a little break. Nicole DePrey coming up next. Tell us what's happening in the world of fine arts here in Central Florida this long Labor Day weekend. We'll do that right after this.
Orlando City wraps up a 3-game homestand at Exploria Stadium when they host Columbus Crew SC tomorrow. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game and iHeartRadio. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We're going to see some thunderstorms popping up this evening, ending late. The low tonight 74 with mostly clear skies late. The high tomorrow 93 with morning sunshine, but a 30% chance for afternoon storms. As we head deeper into the Labor Day weekend, Sunday and Monday, we'll see those rain chances slowly creeping up ahead of a surge of moisture for the middle of next week, promising likely rain chances once again. High temperatures around 90. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has tools for small businesses. This week, get 30% back in a Staples Store bonus when you spend $85 on ink or $200 on toner. In-store only. Offer ends 9/11, limit 4. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
Man, when I think about a custom fence, I think about the one that they made for me. That's right. Mossy Oak Fence built the fence for me, and I absolutely love it. Super high quality. The skilled craftsmen over there at Mossy Oak Fence only use the very best materials out there, and that high quality is backed by the best warranty in the business. They're also very sensible people at Mossy Oak Fence. They understand everybody's situation is not the same, and that's why they offer affordable payment plans so you can get the fence of your dreams today. They also think about safety and security, guys, because let me tell you, man, your family safety and security is Mossy Oak's #1 priority. So if you're thinking about a new fence, you have to think Mossy Oak Fences. Visit mossyoakfences.com, and as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Labor Day weekend, September 4th through the 6th. Visit the Space Coast in Cocoa Beach and support the National Kidney Foundation's 36th annual Surf Fest, featuring hundreds of competitive surfers in pro and amateur divisions, live entertainment, and fun for the entire family. Don't miss out on the fun in the sun at Westgate Pier and join us for the Taste of Brevard and silent auction. For more information, visit nkfsurf.com.
It's hot. It's humid. You wanted a relaxed pool party / barbecue. You got the human tsunami instead.
Cannonball!
Today, he's going for a world record splash that'll send inflatable swans into orbit. Dripping wet, you grab an ice cold can of Heineken.
Watch out!
When another man-child made wave embraces you.
Incoming!
It's okay, though. He's not splashing you. He's adding more refreshment to your refreshment. Heineken. Where others see annoying splashers, we see immediate refreshment. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy responsibly.
Sunnyside Plumbers.
Yes, my drains are backing up.
For service in Swedish, press 1.
What?
For service in Klingon, press 2.
But
For all other languages, press 3.
What the?
Fine. Please state the nature of your problem.
Drains backing up.
For drain problems, press 11.
There is no 11.
Must have a new phone. The old ones had 11.
That's it. This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Well,
Did you?
What was I thinking?
Indeed. So are your drains still plugged, or have they magically fixed themselves?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have plumbing or drain problems, you need help fast, a helpful operator to guide you, and plumbers who will provide a permanent solution. That's the Frank Gay way.
Sounds to me like you should have called Frank Gay.
That's the Frank Gay way.
frankgayservices.com.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then bam, your whole life changes. You're injured and now you have to fight for justice. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you. It's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Hey, I'm Robert Evans, and bad news, everything's kind of collapsing. Good news, collapse means we have some opportunities to maybe make a better world, or at least a different one. On my new show, It Could Happen Here, Monday through Friday, we'll chronicle the collapse in real time, and we'll hook you up with the people who have a vision for a better future, so that you can make the new world better than the old one. Listen to It Could Happen Here on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Financial strength means having the choices to do what's best for you. An Amscot Cash Advance could put up to $500 in your hand on the spot with no credit check when you really need it and for less than you might think. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. Time to soak up the last of these summer savings. Right now, T-bone steaks are just $7.99 a pound. Bro, that's certified Angus beef brand. Oh, and I can get 5 ears of corn for just $1. Well, shucks, that's a win. Best quality and winning rewards. Just gotta scan my Winn-Dixie app at checkout. Now that's a win for my wallet. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win. Prices valid through September 7th with Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store for details.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Always text us at 77031. Debbie just told me a story about a text we got about a woman who kept her son's Pokemon binder, and he came home from school. They started counting it up, and 3 or 4 or 5 pages in, they'd already added up $15,000.
29-year-old lawyer's son came home. Halfway through the binder, 15 G's.
Crazy, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well every Friday about right now. We invite our good friend Nicole Dupre to drop by, Dupre.today. That's DUPRE.today, to tell us what's happening in the world of fine arts here in Central Florida. Nicole, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling bad for picking on my little brother for loving Pokemon all those years. I mean, he's that 30-year-old. I wonder if he still has all his Pokemon cards. I'm like texting him, waiting to hear back and taking a vacation or something.
You better get in there. People are now. I mean, the whole, like the last 10 minutes, all people are doing is like, holy crap, man, I think I had that. I think I had that. Because it was weird, but we didn't know about how expensive the Pokemon and the Magic stuff. That just really, the Pokemon thing we knew, but the Magic the Gathering thing information is just now kind of coming out that's kind of gathering a lot of collectability as well. So you can bet your ass that there's a lot of bins being dug out of the attic these last few weeks for sure. What's going on with you, girl?
Oh, well, nothing much. Just working a lot. The time is flying, and I'm like so excited about that because we have some things going on now, but we just closed a lot of things, and October is going to be here before we know it because that's when things this fall. There are so many things that are coming this fall, and I couldn't be happier. But I think the big thing everybody's going to be doing is Halloween Horror Nights. I think everybody I know is heading there because the place is sold out. I mean, what is the capacity? I mean, isn't that a little scary sometimes?
Who was Jack? Was it you trying to get tickets? Who was trying to get tickets today?
We were talking to Bob Fryer. I was communicating with Bob Fryer, who's a huge theme park fan, but he told me they were sold out. Yeah,
I told my wife the other day when we found out that we weren't broadcasting there. Usually they're nice enough to give us a package so we can come enjoy the evening, and I just passed that on to my wife because I don't do the rides or anything. It's kind of a waste of time and money for me, but. And since that didn't happen, I said, you better call now because you ain't ever going to get in that place, buddy. Those fast passes and RIP things, they sell out first. The most expensive stuff sells out first.
But I mean, that makes me so happy. So many of my friends are working, they have so many in-seasonal employees and, for us here in Central Florida, I mean, to be a working actor right now and, and then to be able to have a place that so many people want to go to. I think that's really great. But, locally, Winter Garden is the one that has some really great things that are going on this weekend. Garden Theater, everybody, we talk about that down there on Plant Street. It's that old historic theater.
Yep.
What I think is going to be really fun is this Sunday. I mentioned it, I think, briefly, maybe last month, but they do once a month, they do these interactive movie nights. And this Sunday, they are doing Clue. With Tim Curry, like the old, was that 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, like Mystery Science Theater kind of thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they encourage people to dress up. I mean, I think it's a cult classic movie. So there are parts where they'll want you to like yell at the screen. I know that when I went to see Monty Python there a few years ago, they had a costume contest and people brought coconut shells.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
to make the horse sounds.
Yeah. And so I just think that's going to be a really fun and something different, thing to go and do this weekend. And
real quick, that theater is not even real. I mean, that theater looks like it's like Back to the Future. They just transported you back to the 50s, and this old theater is just the cutest little thing you've ever seen ever. Right at the end of the street there on
Plant, right?
Plant Street. Yeah, I was going to say Grant. For some reason, I had that stuck in my mind. Right at the end of Plant Street there. It's right there, and it is such a cute little, like, standalone theater that is the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 years old.
It's
yeah.
Wow.
So it's an actual, like, historic thing, and I just love that it's still up and running. And they're kind of in the news right now because they are opening the Mana La Mancha, which is the musical about Don Quixote. Yep. And the reason that people are talking about that is because they're kind of taking a different approach. The story of Don Quixote is he's this older man who grew up loving stories, and he just decides he wants to set off and try to find his own storybook adventure. And it really has a lot of meaning. The song, The Impossible Dream is in that. And so there's a part where he like kind of escapes prison and, inspire some of the other prisoners. And so they were like saying, well, a prison is a prison. So what they have done is they have set it actually in a detention center. So they have kind of set it in modern day.
Oh, I see.
And really kind of, instead of it being in a regular prison, they are in a detention center, and he is inspiring some of the other fellow prisoners. And apparently, I mean, it fits, and it makes it, Tana takes your heartstrings in almost a different kind of way. It's not as, parts are not as comical as maybe they were. And sometimes if you've happened to see the show, but I think that's, kudos to them. Again, we keep saying, if we want to keep art alive, I think we need to take some risks and do things that are a little bit different, because if you're just going to do the story of Don Quixote, we've seen that so many different times. So this, even if you've seen it, I think that This is going to be a really different approach to that.
Let me ask you a quick question, Nicole. Outside of social media, because obviously that's a way to get the word out about fun little productions like this, is there a network that, other than like with Dupre.today like that, is there a network that you guys use where you get the word out about events like this, that the people who are throwing and promoting these events, they use that? Are there like circulars or monthlies that go out to let everybody know what's happening in the community of theater? Does that happen or not?
To be honest, I think, Matt Palm at the Orlando Sentinel, he's really, he and Seth Kerberowski, I think I'm pronouncing his, from the Orlando Weekly, they do a lot of the reviews and things like that in those two circulars. I know that the United Arts of Central Florida, they have a website called Orlando at Play. So sometimes people, put it on there and it's in different categories. That's a resource that I look at sometimes. But social media, I think, is really honestly where I get a lot of, my tips and my leads.
Right.
But there's really not. I mean, there's really only the three of us that are really kind of reporting on it. And the Bungalower picks up a couple, Brendan, gives shout outs and posts about different things.
It would be cool if there was like a page that all of you guys could contribute to throw up, things that are on there so that everybody can just go to one unified spot and go, hey, what's happening in the world of theater or plays or music or dance or something, and then find something that goes on, including what's happening at like Dr. Phillips and all the surrounding little small theaters, like the ones up in Sanford or whatever. I just think that would be a really neat resource, maybe a Facebook page or something where people just could go and visit and go, hey, look, that's going on. Because, if you catch this segment, it's great. And we've had a lot of people do a lot of the things that we've said. If you catch it, for 10 minutes or so, it's a good thing. But, that's why I continually push to Pray.Today, because it's a way that people can stay involved with what's happening and know these schedules, because sometimes you want to do something different, man. You get burned out doing the same stuff all the time. And then that's when you really start discovering what you really like.
Right.
I didn't realize my passion for theater until my wife said, you got to go to this thing with me. You're going to love this. And it was Hello Dolly, and a pretty good production of it. It wasn't even crazy good, but it was a good production, and I enjoyed it. It bit me hard, man. I love it. Love it.
That makes me so happy, because I think once you actually experience it in
Right.
real life, and I mean, pre-pandemic, Orlando at Play was a really big resource, because United Arts is a big funding source. So they're really, a lot of people would go there to make sure that they were posted on there so people could see their name on such a popular website.
Right.
But I'm trying to do my best and getting it out there. But
you do a good job. That's what I'm saying is I wonder if it's enough. I want to we talk about the arts kind of having a tough time right now with a lot of the civic leaders leaving their spots here in Central Florida. And of course, when people hear that, they think, well, if they're leaving, there must not be anything here, which of course we don't want to have happen. So you try to get the word about these wonderful little unique opportunities to see, locally produced theater and art. And there's a lot of it around Orlando, a lot of really creative people here.
yeah, and a lot of cool people coming too. We've got like Hassan Minaj coming, to Dr. Phillips Center next week. And I'm a huge fan of his. So that's another thing that, to get out there and do. But I love that you're kind of inspiring me. I'm going to look into that and see what more we can do to get the word out there so we can get those tickets sold for the fall. Because coming up, guys, there's going to be so much to do.
And you guys do a great job. You and Brendan both do a wonderful job on the show. You really do. But I get the feeling, we only have so much time and we have other things we have to get to. But there are so many great opportunities to see cool stuff. We'd hate to see that go away just for people not knowing, because I know there are people out there that would love to break off of the movie dinner kind of circuit and move into something else instead of movie in a dinner, maybe play in a dinner, maybe an opera in a dinner or something, and just kind of break out of your mold. When I went to that Lasting Impressions, it's still there, Dr. Phillips, I was like, this is what a great date night is like. This is what it's like. A bottle of champagne, little charcuterie board, and a beautiful show that's low impact, and it actually makes you feel something. It makes you kind of realize something rather than just watch yet another shootout scene, which is, that has its value as well. But breaking that mold occasionally has a lot of value for your personal growth, for sure.
Definitely. And I am so appreciative to you, because if we can get you into it, I think all the listeners out there can,
I just sat there
on board too, right?
I just gave you so many compliments, and then you take that terrible pot shot at me.
It wasn't a pot shot. It was like, hey, from black to white.
If we could save you. There's hope for the rest of us.
Hey, this is Nicole DePrey, and if we could keep this big dumb monkey in there to watch somebody flop around on stage, we can do it with anybody. That's bigdumbmonkey.com. Go there for all the cool stuff happening.
No, but if you like it, everybody likes you, so it encourages other people to go out there. So
everybody
is that something digging a deeper hole? Okay, well, hey, you are cultured, and now we finally gave you a way to bring it out.
There you go.
All right, thanks,
Told
Nicole.
you.
That's Dupre.today. That's DUPRE.today. A lot of the information up there, like we said, make that a normal stop. That way you can find out the cool stuff happening in Orlando, on the stage, out in theaters. It's a lot of fun, and very cool stuff happens right here. We've had so many great productions here in Central Florida. For them to go unnoticed would be a bit of a crime. Nicole, I know you have something else to tell us.
Yes, and as always, this segment is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, where you can catch him live every single Saturday morning right here on Real Radio 104.1, beginning at 9 a.m., where he answers all of your questions having to do with the home buying process. So that's Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don.
Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate that. And again, it's Dupre.today, DUPRE.today. Find all the stuff there, plus links to buy your tickets as well. Have a great weekend, dear.
Good holiday weekend.
You got it. We'll see you next
yes,
week.
long weekend.
Yay. Enjoy
Bye,
that.
guys.
Bye-bye. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I got a great question for you, and it's a hot topic. Should you ever redate an ex?
Oh, man.
That's such a mistake.
Next.
Your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival is minutes away on Real Radio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Slow traffic northbound along 417 with an accident near 434. It's off to the shoulder, but seeing slowdowns back to beyond Redbug Lake Road. Plenty of slow traffic in both directions of I-4 between Lee Road and the Turnpike. Westbound traffic along I-4 is backing up from Osceola Parkway into 429. And seeing slowdowns building northbound along the Turnpike just past State Road 50 in Oakland. Watch out for a vehicle fire along University Boulevard at 417, reportedly blocking a lane. If you see a traffic problem, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Get a king bed for a queen price at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 during the best Labor Day sale ever on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more.
Time for that new bathroom, man. It is time. You know it. You've said it so many times. And the only reason you won't make a move is because you've heard about so many nightmare stories from your friends, your family, online. Stories about giving deposits to subcontractors who disappear for weeks, months. Then they show up and do like a day of work and then disappear again. You never know who's going to show up or when they're going to show up. Not professional. You don't feel safe. Man, that never happens with Rebath, man. All of their employees work for the company. When they show up, they're in uniforms. You know they're with Rebath. And their job is done in like 6-7 days max. And on top of that, you get a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And these products are simply amazing. Names you've known forever. Birch Cabinetry, Kohler, Moen. It's all there. Cabinets, lights, toilets, tubs, showers, tiles, cabinetry. It's all right there. You choose Rebath and you are all done. Their design team works hand in hand with you to come up with a bathroom idea that you're going to love. And if you want to see that in person, rebathmidfla.com. Check out the website. The before and afters are amazing. Picture that in your home. They can do it every single day. Visit the showroom, 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where you can see these products and be amazed. Get your new bathroom today. Again, it's rebathmidfla.com.
The pandemic's reminded us we live in a sea of airborne germs that can assault us with every breath. Your nose is the body's first line of defense by helping filter out allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they reach your lungs. But like any air filter, the more clogged up it gets, the less it works. So how do you clean your nose? I'm Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. The neti pot's been around thousands of years. But I did invent Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to flush out mucus and germs that cause congestion, or worse, can make you sick. Over 2 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage has over 70,000 online reviews averaging 4.7 stars because it works and it's easy to use. Go to Navage.com or find Navage at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Now available with eucalyptus for a spa-like experience. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
You've got to swing this. Visit Lake presents Michelangelo and Swinger Headband live at the Historic Community Building in downtown Mount Dora. On September 10th at 7:30, get your tickets starting at just $20 at Mount Dora Community, BLDG.com.
You like it iced. You like it hot. You like it sweet, not sweet. Cold brew, nitro cold brew. Different bean varieties, specialty coffees, various coffee bar toppings. In summary, we have coffee. So much coffee. Is that what you want? Oh, we know. 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. See 7-Eleven app for participating U.S. stores.
This Friday through Monday at Old Navy, get up to 60% off store-wide with styles from $10. Grab must-have styles for the whole fam starting at just $10. Run to Old Navy for up to 60% off store-wide on sale, including clearance. You don't want to miss this. Hurry to Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 9/3 to 9/6. Select styles only.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wassey's Meat Market is the best place to get the Big Green Egg. That's where I got my Big Green Egg. Here's what's great about Wassey's Meat Market. This is a family-owned business, and they really love the Big Green Egg. And they have an entire showroom set up for the Big Green Egg. So any size you need is at Wassey's Meat Market. Wassey's Meat Market has the big ones, the small ones, the super extra big ones, and all the accessories to go along with it. It's the Big Green Egg, the best thing to cook on outside for sure. You can bake on it, you can cook, you can smoke on it, you can do everything on the Big Green Egg. If you've not seen one, check them out on their website. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com. That's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com. When you get a Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. If you want to see some of the beautiful stuff you can cook on the Big Green Egg, be a part of Wassey's Meat Market Instagram. Follow them on Instagram. You'll see all kinds of great stuff. It's Wassey's Meat Market for the Big Green Egg. They have a classroom set up for the basics, like all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg, and advanced techniques on how to cook on the Big Green Egg. The best place to get it is Wassey's Meat Market. So check them out. Wassey'sMeatMarket.com. That's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
Gibson Truck World's expert team of sales and service staff will show you why we have been the pioneer of used trucks since 1995. With our 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty valid across the entire United States, our exclusive 15-day exchange policy, and our $1,000 best price guarantee, it's easy to see why we're the #1 used truck dealership in all of Florida. Please call, visit, or explore our website today to see for yourself why we are the king of trucks.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival now. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas. 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 To the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas. To the number 200-200. Good luck.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I am Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good evening.
And Ross will have his thoughts at the top of the hour.
I'm calling it already. Gonna be a good one.
Gonna be a good one today, huh?
Very personal, little embarrassing.
Okay.
I expect some dead laughs.
Good, all right.
Ooh.
I picked the porn at 5:45 this hour.
I
Hey,
expect more dead laughs.
Real quick before we get into the X thing, you were just telling me something out of Texas. It's very interesting. Of course, the policy with the abortion has been changed, and now any heartbeat abortion is 6 weeks, I think.
6 weeks, yeah, exactly. A woman has to have an abortion at 6 weeks or before a fetal heartbeat is detected.
Right, so not totally illegal. But if you get one after 6 weeks, it is legal. Now, the interesting wrinkle in this Texas law is that you can be turned in by anybody in the country. It doesn't even have to be in Texas. And what makes that interesting, and you never think about that because we actually kind of mocked it and made fun of it because that's what we do here. But there are some interesting implications, Jack. She just read a story. Do you know that, is it Lyft?
Lyft is creating a driver legal defense fund over Texas's new abortion law. For those who are confused, that's because CEO Logan Green announced the measure, Texas's new law, could punish Lyft drivers for simply doing their job by taking a woman to an abortion clinic. So Green is promising the fund will cover all legal fees for drivers sued under the law while working for the ride-sharing company. And this comes on the heels of a story I didn't have a chance to put in Woke News, but Match and Bumble and quite a few of other online dating apps are now funding abortion rights for Texans, setting aside their own funds to help women secure services outside of the state. A lot of these dating apps are actually located in like Austin, Texas.
That's going to be interesting because I guess Uber would have to follow suit.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to announce that soon.
Yeah, because any taxi cab theoretically that gives you a ride to an abortion clinic, somebody could turn you in, aiding and abetting somebody getting an illegal abortion, and you could be charged with a felony and possibly fined. Isn't it like $10,000?
Five? I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. I heard there was a $10,000 bonus for someone who successfully turned someone in. Yeah,
snitches get riches.
yeah.
That's crazy business, man.
See, I think legally, well, you would think that there is an argument could be made. Hey, listen, I'm dropping you off somewhere. I don't know why you're going there.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't go to an abortion clinic, get your temperature checked.
Well, no, Planned Parenthood does a lot of different things.
Yeah, they do a lot of OBGYN care that a lot of women couldn't be able to afford outside of it. So they get pap smears, they get mammograms, they get birth control, you get treatment for a UTI. I mean, a lot of college kids will go to a Planned Parenthood clinic because they're not in their hometown where their family physician may be.
Contraceptives as well, right?
You're not going to go to a Central Care and go walk in and ask for an OBGYN exam?
How's your Lyft or Uber driver supposed to know how many weeks along you are?
Right, yeah, that's another
is that
thing.
a conversation you're supposed to have with someone who gets in the backseat of your car?
Could you imagine that you have to hang a sign in the back of your car if you're going to these places on my run?
But think about that.
I need to see a pregnancy test date.
No, that's a HIPAA violation. If I don't have to tell you whether or not I'm vaccinated against COVID-19, I sure as hell don't have to share anything like that with you.
This is like the king rat of laws.
This is as close to Handmaid's Tale as I've seen us legally get in this country, and of course you have a ton of other states now rushing to do the exact same thing: Mississippi, Tennessee, Oklahoma,
Florida.
and of course Florida. Florida Democrats saying, that's get ready for the fight.
Yeah, I guess DeSantis has said that they will endeavor into what Texas did to see what Florida's going to do.
Again, like we talked about yesterday, it was a cover story on the Orlando Sentinel. He had said that he found the law, quote unquote, interesting.
Yeah, that's it.
And wanted it looked into, but wouldn't commit that Florida would go after it until yesterday when Florida's Senate president said, oh yeah, we expect this to be on the legislative agenda when the session starts in March, and Democrats are like, good luck with that.
Yeah, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. So really interesting story in the BBC. Now, of course, this is built around the latest drama with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. I don't like doing the celebrity stuff so much, but we'll use this as a catalyst to go into something else because it is an interesting argument. The argument would be like, is it healthy to break up or to go back to an ex? And this happens all the time. I mean, I could probably open the phones up right now, and it would fill up immediately with people who were with people for many, many years, left, maybe even had another relationship for many, many years, and then both of those relationships end, and then you wind up going back to that old flame that you had years and years ago.
I mean, what, 1/4 of the show's done it, right?
No, I've never done that.
I was talking about me.
Oh, 1/4. Okay, you've done that.
I have definitely done that.
Now I think there has to be qualifiers here, okay?
Okay.
For me, for this to be serious, I think the relationship you had to have been in to go back, minimum for me would be like maybe 2, 3, 4 years.
Oh, then I'm good. 0% on the JCS show.
But I mean, because like here's what happened. Like with my first wife, we were together for I think 2 or 3 years. She turned 21 before me.
After 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, we were together since we were 17, 18 years old.
So did she break up with you until you turned 21?
So sure enough, she went to UCF, 21 years old. I was not able to party in the 21-year-old party, so I got kind of curb kicked a little bit there. And then a year later, I'm there at work, and who pulls up in the driveway at work? Then my ex, who now wanted to get back together. And then when we got back together, we got married and then got divorced. And I would never go back. I mean, I don't have any interest in that relationship anymore. And she would say the same exact thing. You know, we went there,
right,
and it did not work out. I would not go back, but I did go back because I
married her.
I allowed her back in my life,
and had kids,
and that did happen. But you know what the funny thing is I can't even remember back that far if there were some of the same situations. But it's an interesting study because they say usually the stuff that drove you away is the stuff that will drive you away again. That it really is pretty rare for you to revisit a relationship you were already in and got out of and have it be successful.
And this happened in college, right?
Yes, I was in. Yes,
and she was in college.
Yeah. Remember, she was at UCF. She was in a sorority.
So she got hit up by the OG Delta variant.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, and listen, I mean, it wasn't like I'm a dummy. I knew what was going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm sure you also, got your tour on.
What are you talking about,
that
buddy?
You spoke to other girls.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna sit there like a stooge. But I mean, I was head over heels for her. I was really crazy about her. So I mean, we went obviously for a year we did whatever we did, and then we kind of came back together.
Yeah, mine was bad. Mine was bad. It was all bad. I just broke up. We saw a bunch of different people. One more than the other.
Yeah.
And then
who was the winner of that contest?
Yeah, well, you don't have to talk about that. And then we got back into a relationship.
And that's the first number that came up?
That was like conversation 3. And one of us never recovered. Yeah. That would be probably the best advice. I remember I was just talking to my fiance recently about that number, and she was like, kind of like getting close to like wanting to find out my number, and I was like, I'm never telling you my number, and God knows I don't want to know your number.
Don't want to know. Don't care.
Don't care.
That's the last number on planet Earth I want to know is the actual number of people my wife has slept with. I realize it's none of my business. I don't care.
It's perfect. None of my business.
None of my business.
I don't want to know it.
It is not even intriguing to me. I do not care.
Yeah. But
I mean, it's a little intriguing to me.
You kind of want to know, but it's so painful.
It's a little intriguing, but I do not want to know. Matter of fact, not only do I not want to know the number, I definitely. Which would you rather? Would you rather know the number or the people?
What is the difference here?
No, what do you mean? What's the difference? If I say, hey,
the identity
if I've been with 10 people, or if I've been with these 10 people.
Oh God. No.
Which would you rather? Would you rather the number be higher or know 5 of them in person that you can point out?
Oh man, I guess the people would suck harder because I would be far judgier.
Yeah,
and be like, really, Philip?
I would give the number so fast I would never tell them who. Not in a million years. Oh man, no way ever. Jack, you never went back with anybody. You've been in a relationship for 105 years.
Like Moses.
Yeah. Deb, you never went back with anybody?
My ex-husband, actually, after we got divorced, we considered a year after, reconciling.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, what made you want to revisit the relationship? I mean, what did he say to get you, to kind of lure you back in?
Well, it's not what he said to lure. It's just, keep in mind, I was 21 when I met him. He was the man in my younger self grew up saying I was going to marry.
Yeah.
English, half Brazilian, an artist. We had so much in common. And as you know, divorce sucks.
Oh, man, it's the worst.
So bad.
It's the worst.
It's so bad.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031.
What sucks worse would be marrying the person you divorced in the first place, because a couple of trips back and forth to England and the States, and I was like, see, the problem is those rose-colored glasses are broken.
Oh, yeah.
I am never going to have those glasses back, and that's the only way this relationship would have worked.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Did you ever get back with an ex? Did you ever divorce, then remarry that same person?
Read the texting service.
I know people who did that, divorced, went on, had an entirely different life with children, then got divorced and went back. Like, how weird must that be for the family? Oh, Dad's back. I mean, I know you're 29 now, but all right, back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Don't want to go so far as to say this is what we're here for, but 407-916-1041, Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Stop and go ride southbound along the Turnpike. Approaching Hancock Road, an accident was blocking the right lane. It's off to the shoulder, but still seeing some big delays through this area. Northbound traffic along the Turnpike is backed up from State Road 50 into Hancock Road. Delays westbound along I-4 from Lee Road all the way through downtown into about Conroy. And seeing some pockets of slow traffic in both directions of 417 in between Narcoossee and Curry Ford. And a crash that should be clearing out of the way along Holden Avenue, a little west of Orange Avenue. From the Traffic Center, I'm Courtney Bright.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Are you ready for fall, but your house isn't? Luckily, Lowe's has what you need and the prices you want to get your front yard, backyard, every yard ready to host this season. Gardening and grilling and leaf blowing starts at Lowe's.
Our Twitter question of the day is posted. Matter of fact, we're going to have two today. It's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Follow us there. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. It's Brad Siebert and his team there, Direct Mortgage Lenders. These are mortgages made easy. If you want to search for that new home, your dream home, now might be the perfect time to do it. And the person that can help you with the financing is Brad and WeAreNotTheBanks.com. They're not the banks. This is all they do. They focus on getting you the money that you need for that home. Or if you love your home now, but maybe you could save a little money with a refinance, Brad and the team at We Are Not the Banks can help you with that as well. I did a refi through We Are Not the Banks and saved me a lot of money. And Brad let me know everything I need every step of the way and closed in a really short time. Yeah, they handle all types of loans, VA, conventional, FHA, jumbo loans of all sizes for all your mortgage needs. The website is wearenotthebanks.com and MLS ID number 205696. Equal opportunity lender.
The pandemic's reminded us we live in a sea of airborne germs that can assault us with every breath. Your nose is the body's first line of defense by helping filter out allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they reach your lungs. But like any air filter, the more clogged up it gets, the less it works. So how do you clean your nose? I'm Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. The neti pot's been around thousands of years. But I did invent Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to flush out mucus and germs that cause congestion, or worse, can make you sick. Over 2 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage has over 70,000 online reviews averaging 4.7 stars because it works and it's easy to use. Go to Navage.com or find Navage at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Now available with eucalyptus for a spa-like experience. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Want your house to feel amazing? FAS Windows and Doors can do that in no time at all, and they can do it with brand new windows. Those double insulated vinyl windows will seal your home up, making your AC work less, making it last longer, and of course, making your house feel amazing. Yeah, cool for sure, but also the humidity levels go down. The sound is amazing in your house because it's so quiet. Not to mention, your house is safer because you can get that double impact glass like your car windshield in your home for when those hurricanes start blowing everything around. You and your family will be that much safer. Plus, they can do this inside as well with sliding glass doors, accordion doors, so many different styles, and you can see all of it. Fairbanks and I-4, that's where their showroom is. Walk in, pick out your style of windows, have them installed by their pros. You will be happier for it. And by the way, don't forget, your entryway doors, like the smile of your home, make sure it looks amazing. FAS can do that for you as well. Hop on board today to book your appointment. It's FASWD.com.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
This Friday through Monday at Old Navy, get up to 60% off store-wide with styles from $10. Grab must-have styles for the whole fam starting at just $10. Run to Old Navy for up to 60% off store-wide on sale, including clearance. You don't want to miss this. Hurry to Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 9/3 to 9/6. Select styles only.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live, laugh, and create memories again with MSC Cruises. Join us on some of the world's most modern and innovative ships. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise from Miami or Port Canaveral with free drinks and Wi-Fi, plus up to $200 onboard credit. Rest easy with flexible booking changes. Call your travel advisor or visit MSCCruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Buying a car can be a bumpy ride. You need to get financing from a lender, insurance from an agency, and complete the purchase at a dealership. But Navy Federal Credit Union's fully loaded car buying experience makes car buying smooth. That's because there's everything you need to buy, finance, protect, and enjoy your dream car. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/car buying. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
How much do you really know about John Lennon? Blood on the Tracks, The John Lennon Story is a new podcast hosted by Jake Brennan about Lennon's post-Beatles years in the turbulent, political, and violent 1970s, told from the perspective of those who knew him best.
I knew where the relationship was going. John no longer wanted me around, I guess. So we made a deal and both got what we wanted. I got 90 grand from a Capitol Records exec, and John got to move on without me.
Listen to Blood on the Tracks, The John Lennon Story on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Does your AC need attention? Visit millsair.com now. Since 1992, millsair.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Man, let me tell you something. By reading this texting service, y'all are some messed up blankers. God almighty, man. It is like reading a Jerry Springer show script. Holy Christ.
I got with her twin sister.
My God, one of these, Deborah literally had to read it syllable by syllable so we could understand everything that happened.
Married first husband, divorced first husband, met second husband, never married, separated from second husband, remarried first husband, divorced first husband, married second husband, been together 12 years now.
That sounds like a weird Dr. Seuss.
You know, our boy Solomon, right? The guy, our boy Solomon, truck driver, great
Kansas
guy,
trucker.
big fan of the show, big fan of
Love
soccer,
you, Solomon.
loves good cigars, great follow on Facebook. He takes you through some of the great diners.
Yeah, he does.
All across the U.S.
With his dog.
When he's driving over the road. Great guy. He says, I'm dating my ex now from high school days, 41 years later. She married, divorced me, married, divorced, widow. After 25 years, they're back together hanging out. God almighty. The wrinkles that life throws. By the way, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. We're referencing this BBC story today I saw about going back with exes and stuff. And inevitably, the reason you go back is, everybody know? Familiarity.
There you go.
I don't even know if you got it.
Yeah, okay, Ross.
Okay, Ross, you give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Familiarity.
You're wrong. It's not familial. You're not Spanish.
Sometimes I am, though.
Anyway, so what they're
Hola, papi.
What they're saying is also with the women, if you read down in the story, the women are terrified of having sex after being in a relationship for 4 or 5, 8, 10 years or whatever, and they go back out and they go back to their exes because they don't want to test the waters, and they know they can go back to this guy because they know what he likes. He knows what she likes, theoretically, and they can do that. But
It's
man,
a dangerous world out there.
it is a dangerous world out there. But this is an interesting piece. If you want to read it again, it's on the BBC.com.
I know me personally, too, is that when I got back with my ex, it was like, we shouldn't be doing this.
Right, yeah, there's a little taboo.
Fruit.
Taboo there.
A little, Adam and Eve fruit.
All right, 407-916-1041. Lines are packed.
A little different than Adam and Eve.
Let's find out what's happening out there. Anonymous. Let's start out with somebody anonymous. This should be coming in hot.
Not a problem.
So this is so screwed up, you want people to know who you are?
Yeah, it's definitely. I didn't want to know anyone to know who I'm at.
All right, well, go ahead, buddy.
Man.
Tell us your situation.
I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes. All right. So I was with somebody for several years in Connecticut. We broke up. She moved to Florida. A year later, she talked me into moving to Florida. I moved to Florida. Didn't last 6 months. Broken up. Met someone else. Was with her for several years, 5-6 years. Went for my brother's funeral. Came back, found out she was pregnant for my best friend. Broke up a couple months later. I forgave her. Got back together. Got married. Now we're divorced after another 6 or 7 years. And just raised someone else's child.
Oh,
wow.
Oh,
that's unbelievable.
That explains the anonymous.
You went from funeral to funeral.
Yeah, different kind of funeral. Still a death, though, isn't it? Still
Yeah.
a death. All right, 407-916-1041. Hey, Brad, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the program.
Good. How y'all doing?
Great.
Good.
So, my wife and I dated for 6 years on and off. We were engaged 3 times before we got married, but we have now been married for 30 years.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
That's good. Now, when you broke up initially, what was the problem?
It was mostly me. I was trying to sow my wild oats, and I was, in my early 20s. So
you got engaged, but you forgot the engagement part.
yeah, I wasn't being such a good guy.
All right, well, there you go. Well, the funny thing is you got a reprieve. She let you back, which is, women are better than us.
Well, I will say, having been married in my 20s, I think Ross and Olivia are so smart waiting until your early 30s.
Yep.
Spend those 20s figuring out who the hell you are before you try and be someone's lifetime mate.
This battles with my faith a little bit, but I got to tell you, just logically, living with somebody for a couple of years to find out who they are and what they're about is a good test. Of course, it's when you're going to get married, it's a little different.
It is, but I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist that way.
I am as well. Hard to fight that in 2021 as I have daughters that have cohabitated with boyfriends and stuff.
It's just it's more financial sense, really.
Well, it's also just, in my opinion, it's responsible. Go ahead, get a little sample size of marriage. Understand that
But you don't, though. That's the weird thing. Marriage changes everything. You will come home the day after your wedding and maybe it was just me. The postman treated me differently.
It's true. It's weird because people will say we dated for years and that when we got married, things change. And nobody can explain why. Maybe it's just the commitment that there's no exit door now without legal repercussions.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, the old days where, you wouldn't be together, there's so much more new stuff that can be annoying stuff that you didn't work out because you didn't know because you didn't live together.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, you're right, yeah.
And sure, it changes. I can get on board with that. I'm ignorant to that because I have not gotten married, so I can get on board with that. But I still have a bigger and more authentic understanding of what I'm getting into if I had never lived with my fiance.
I guess I just think that after you come home and you're setting up house, it's kind of fun to figure out where the dishes are going to go. And it's that old-fashioned sense of coming together for the first time that when you've lived together, after you get married, you just come home and it's like, hey, did you see the remote?
it's always
different. Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Hey, Howard, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Howard, screw you. I hate you. I hate you. I really don't, Howard. We're fine.
You sound like an ex.
Sue, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey.
So, like you all have been saying, it's a safety net.
Right.
When you have when you leave your person and you go back to your original person because most likely you're young, like you all have been saying, young and in love and it's safety. And then it doesn't work out. And here's my little thing on that. Shallow Hal comes out. And, I'm no beauty queen, but then you're looking at the guy and like, you know what? He's not like that little round bald spot on the top of your head.
You start picking him apart, Sue. I love it.
You know, Hey,
Thanks, Sue. I appreciate that.
I really don't like that your second toe is a little bit longer than your big toe.
It says the guy
It's quality of leadership.
The guy who ran this study says every romantic relationship has perpetual differences. These are points of possible conflict, the normal stuff,
right?
Shared living space, money, sex, kids, friends, family, all those things.
TV,
and that doesn't stop. Like if those things cause your divorce, I mean, when you get back together, those kids, family, all those things are still going to be there. If it's a personality trait, like maybe there's a drinking issue or something that person cured, well, you could see the personality is still there. Drugs and alcohol change people dramatically,
right?
And you can see that could happen. There could be some reprieve there.
We had some texters who said, he got involved with drugs and alcohol, so we took a break, but then he cleaned himself up, and we've been married ever since.
And you have to come back and earn that relationship
Absolutely.
back. Women are completely different like that. A woman, a good woman that's really in love will sit and wait for the man that she cares for to do that. Men don't really have that gear sometimes, man. They're just not that patient. Jack,
No.
Jack, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Just breaking news to Deb about guys.
Ed, I'm pretty sure she knows at this point, everybody. That's
kind of why it was a joke.
I don't think you're breaking any news to her, man.
Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that.
I'm going to find out where you live.
I don't know. That kind of scared me. I don't know. If
It should.
Good thing or
What'd you call
bad
about today, buddy?
It should.
No, I'm actually going through the same thing. I'm not actually back together with my ex, but rewind the clock about 7 years ago, and it was a thing. I had a serious problem with alcohol back then. I didn't see it. She did. A lot of verbal abuse on both sides, a little bit of straying on her side. And I get a call out of the blue of her reaching out to me just to help out with one of our kids' bills, which is awesome. I haven't been able to do that. It's been like a non-contact. We're going to have a whole new life, and you're going to be over here, and this is how it's going to be. And it started out with that. But now I'm getting the complaints of the guy that she's been with for 5 years, and he's had a girlfriend for the past year and a half. So it's kind of a weird thing because, part of me, that old part of me that's never stopped loving her, like, okay, man, this is our chance.
Right.
And then I got my smart brain goes, wait a minute, dude. Thump the brakes a little bit and let's find out what's really going on.
Yeah, and you have to do that. Thanks for your call, buddy. You have to do that because if you don't, you get in there, especially because I was just reading another little part while he read that story. And the other part says you get caught up in what was because when you're thinking about going back, you never think about the bad parts. You'll think, oh, that magical time we had in North Carolina or that wonderful cruise we were on. You never think about, those 50 times dude showed up 2 hours after he said he was going to be there.
Often we romanticize the past.
Yeah.
Right? You do it from your youth as well. It's like, I remember, we didn't, whenever you have modern problems, way back when this wasn't a thing because you're remembering the good things, and usually you were much younger and you kind of forgot a lot.
Right, yeah.
Once you get knee deep into it, you're like, why'd I do this again?
And a lot of times that can be the ties that bind that couple, or going over those shared memories of what was and avoiding building anything new because there's too much conflict.
He did mention something about him drinking, and I wonder if he's given that up because I think that is... That's another member of any relationship when someone has a drinking problem. And if that drinking problem is no longer part of that relationship, it can change the dynamic.
And that's what he said. He said he cleaned himself up and then she let him back in and they've been together ever since. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing fantastic.
Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate that. Do you have experience in this situation?
I do, absolutely. So I was with my partner for 7 years. I suppose I got the 7-year itch. And previously I had taken time to every couple of years move out on my own, randomly get my own apartment, things like that.
Okay, so you were a nightmare.
No, I'm not a nightmare.
It sounds like you were a nightmare.
I get claustrophobic. I'm very clean.
Okay.
It gets a little hard when you have a partner and a roommate on top of that. You get a little,
itchy, yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, itchy. So we broke up for a year, and he moved out, didn't contact each other for the better part of 8 or 9 months. started slowly talking again just to see how we were both doing. And now we are back together.
Wow, good for you, man.
And very, very happy. And I do think that sometimes that separation, I understand there are issues that, we all have with.
I knew it was coming. She didn't take a breath the entire time I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you can't say that on the radio.
You cannot do that. But we understand. 1,000%. We understand. Mr. Solomon, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, not bad. So let me tell you about how this happened.
real quick. Let me set the. Hold on, sir. We just talked about your text. You sent us a text. Solomon drives over the road. He's out there on the road with his dog all the time, and he's showing us some great meals he has. I think you eat more catfish than anybody in all of Mississippi.
Yeah. Okay, we met in high school working at McDonald's in 1980. Dated through high school, first 2 years of college. I got kicked out of college. She completed college. I joined the Army, got married. 25 years went by. She got married, did her thing, and then we went back home to Kansas. Last Thanksgiving, mutual friend said, "Hey, have you talked to Lisa?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." He said, "Well, here's her phone number." I said, "Okay." Well, she's a leap year baby. So I waited till leap year, April 28th, April 29th, and I called her, and she hung up on me. Flash forward to March, and then she called me back and said, "Do you still remember my nickname that you had?" I said, "Yeah, Pony." "Oh yeah, you're Gorilla." I was like, "Okay," and we're dating.
Damn.
I want the backstory to Pony and Gorilla, Solomon. Screw the rest of it.
Pony and Gorilla actually may be part of Pick the Porn in a minute. Thanks, Solomon. Appreciate that very much.
He's back to catfish. I
like
like
it. 407-916-1041. All right, one more on this. Robert, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, thank you. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So try this one on. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I know you guys are on a time crunch. Got married at a young age, separated from her a few years later after her first kid, got back together. She found God, came home after 10 years and found her on the couch getting high with a 16-year-old, figured it was time to call it quits.
Yeah.
2 years later, I'm standing in front of a judge in divorce court, and she produces me a DNA test proving that the kid I had raised for 10 years wasn't mine.
Yo! That is such a crap thing to do.
And had the nerve to ask for child support for that kid.
Oh.
And you had to pay it, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Oh.
And I got visitation.
Yeah, very good. I love how he saved it all up.
Yeah,
Boom,
exactly.
boom, like a punch and a punch.
Which
Good
makes
job.
him the better person because that means the child didn't have to suffer anymore.
407-916-1041. Right before we get to Pick the Porn, it says here, they call it apocalyptic love and sex.
Oh.
When you go back like this to somebody that you maybe had a relationship that was volatile before, they call that apocalyptic love or sex because you're so desperate to find some kind of connection, and you will go back to something that was maybe even something you didn't you didn't enjoy or even like, or could have even been abusive, simply because it's familiar.
Right, exactly.
And you can predict it.
Well, it's not scary.
Right, exactly. Again,
It's not scary when
can
you know
predict
it.
Right, exactly. And even if it would be scary from the outset, for you it's not because you're familiar with the landscape.
Exactly. It's a whole lot less scarier than getting naked with a stranger.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Load them up. Pick the Porn is next.
Ooh.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Insperity.
After his release from the Patriots, Cam Newton is still waiting for a team to come calling. Like Russ and Melo, Cam continues to be pampered by the fans and media. He has no market as a free agent. Now he has no market as a backup. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Mitch Trubisky, Tyrod Taylor do. They were all pursued. Even Will Greer was claimed within an hour by the Cowboys. Cam's wait could be a long one. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Providing scalable HR services, employee benefits, payroll, and HR technology for 30-plus years. Insperity's mission is to help businesses succeed so communities prosper. Insperity, HR that makes a difference. Visit Insperity.com.
Look, if you wear contact lenses, you're going to want to listen up. If you're tired of having red, itchy eyes, do you feel like there's sand in your eyes while wearing your contact lenses? You could be suffering from a condition known as contact lens intolerance, aka CLI. And contact lens intolerance affects millions of contact lens wearers. And if you have any of the symptoms I just mentioned, you could be one of them. But the cool thing is, the Filatowski Eye Institute is here to help. They're leaders in vision correction surgery and can help you with these issues. Schedule your consultation today simply by texting 1041 to 868686. Again, schedule that consultation to learn more by texting 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Join Mickey, Elsa, Woody, and more at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Now playing at Amway Center through Sunday. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details and get your tickets today.
Is an Amscot cash advance right for you? Compare for yourself. Often, it can be less than the late fee on an overdue bill. With Amscot, you could get up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Don't miss the Labor Day kickoff with cash when you play $17,400 Big Bad Quads during select hours on Monday, September 6th. Starting at 10 a.m. one day only, the Daytona Beach or Orange City Racing and Kart Clubs are playing $17,400 in Big Bad Quads. During Labor Day select hours, there's thousands of dollars to be won every hour. So play it cool and win a share of $17,400 in cash at Orlando's closest poker room, Orange City Racing and Kart Club, just off I-4 exit 111B at 822 Saxon Boulevard.
The summer of Can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your six-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Hello, Florida. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch, and you can contact your local agent for personalized assistance.
But having a trusted insurer could make you question some not-so-trustworthy people, like the friend who says he doesn't want pizza, but when it comes, sure, he'll have a slice.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance, and you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your renter's insurance.
But saving money might make you so happy you start to skip everywhere, which could get you nicknamed the Skipper. And do you want that as a nickname? Think on it.
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver. And they offer discounts to military and federal employees.
But when your life gets a little easier, it makes you too carefree and you end up going barefoot everywhere, which is all fun and games until you step on a bee.
Well, Geico is the largest car insurer in the state and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
Me video call is all stuttery. Does me face look okay on your end?
A monster! Please, a monster!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
I love having 25 times faster upload speeds than cable.
Yeah.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber based on Internet 1000 wired upload connection speed versus major cable providers 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Speeds vary, not guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big when you call 8338-ROCKET today. For example, with a $250,000 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, you could get a new low rate under 3%. If your current rate is over 3.75%, you could lower your payment by over $100 a month, saving thousands in interest. But you've got to act now, because no one knows how long these low rates will last. So when you need a simple way to get big savings, Rocket can. Call us today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Refinance offer assumes a rate of 2.99%, 3.21% APR, 70% loan-to-value ratio for the cost of 1.75 points. $4,375 due at closing. Monthly payment of $1,052.66. Taxes and insurance not included. Payment will be greater. Rates current as of 7/26/21. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
Get a 79-cent large Big Gulp fountain drink with 7 rewards. Think about how much refreshingly glorious Big Gulp goodness you can get from raiding your couch cushions, or searching your car seats, or plundering your pants pockets. You're a Gulp billionaire, and you don't even know it yet. 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. Offer good through 11/2/21. 79-cent plus tax where applicable at select U.S. 7-Eleven stores. See 7-Eleven app for full terms.
You've poured Tijuana flat sauces on tacos, slathered them on burritos, maybe even knocked back a few shots at our hot bar. But now, the iconic Tijuana flat sauces you burn for are even more epic thanks to our new Tijuana wings. Get juicy, jumbo chicken wings in Tex mesmerizing flavors like habanero agave glaze and limited time garlic parmesan. Order your Tijuana wings starting at $9.99 on the app or at TijuanaFlats.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The good news? You can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful Friday. I hope you've got some big plans for the weekend coming up. Remember, if you're going to drink this weekend, please get a ride, Uber, Lyft, friends, family, whatever the case may be. Have fun, but please don't make this weekend be regrettable. We definitely don't want that to happen for sure. All right, welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's find out what's in the sauce jar.
All aboard! I have a beautiful pair of tickets to Island H2O Live. So you can splash, slide, and soak up the fun this fall over at Island H2O Live Water Park. And I'm not sure if you know about this.
So you're telling me in September you can still go to a water park here?
Oh, it's
crazy.
Florida. There's no time that you can't go. I think you can still go in December.
Yeah, as long as it's warm enough, it's fired up.
Yeah, exactly.
They also have one of the best deals I've ever heard of, and this is it. For a limited time, you can purchase a 2022 season pass and get this fall for free. Starting September 1st, pay just $99.99. That's $100 if you round up for unlimited admission for the 2022 season. That also comes with free parking, a free souvenir bottle with discounted refills, plus one bring a friend free ticket, and the rest of the 2021 season through November 28th for free. Also in the sauce jar, guys, this is it. This is the end.
This is it, yeah.
El Muerto.
El Muerto. The last day of the summer of stuff. If you win trivia, your name, your phone number, going on a list, the summer of stuff list. Stuff. We are going to choose 3 random people off that list, and then we are going to give them some of the best prizes we've ever given any of our listeners. So I'm talking about a MacBook Pro. I'm talking about a 70-inch television. I'm talking about a PlayStation 5 bundle, which is still impossible to find. We have one, and that's how much we love our listeners. We are giving one away.
That's what I hear, man. I keep hearing somebody say that.
It's not me. Oh, wait, it is. Your sauce jar is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage, family-owned and operated Orlando Moving and Storage Company. They can handle your move, whether it's local, long-distance, residential, commercial. Oh, and if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. So book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO Moving.com. Oh, back to you, Jim.
Thanks so much, Deb. Ross, who goes first?
Let's welcome Steve.
Steve.
On line 4.
Steve, line 4. Steve, how are you, buddy?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. Would you like to play a little Pick the Porn with us?
A what?
You want to play a little Pick the Porn with us? All right, let's no, the answer is no. Michael, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, God.
Doing all right.
Yeah, man. You want to play a little Pick the Porn with us?
Sure.
Let's do it. There you go. Very good.
I have a feeling he was calling about an ex. Now it's about porn.
He may have been. Also, his phone was breaking up really bad. So it was impossible to hear him. We got to put good quality callers on there. No offense, buddy. We'll get you in another time.
Yeah.
Buddy, it's Friday, and of course that means it's time for Pick the Porn. Here are 3 actual adult film titles and 1 lie that has a heart of gold but can't get its S together. Are you ready, buddy?
Yes.
Here we go. Number 1, Fountain of Love.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
maybe. Number 2, Pumpkin Plumpers. Number 3, Painful Family Matters. And lastly, the 2-Plug Thug. Which of those is a lie?
Let's go with the one that's the most vanilla, number 1.
No, Fountain of Love is an actual one, and I have to tell you, there's a lot of blurring out on that one.
Is there really? Oh.
Yeah. It's not very sexual to me. I don't get it. Certainly do not get that for sure. Who's next, Ross?
This, when I hear this name, I'm like, this guy probably likes porn. Let's welcome Seth.
Seth. Very good. Oh, I mean, not that one. Seth, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Jim?
Very good. Very good. We got 3 movies that are left.
Turn your radio down.
Oh, I'm not on. My radio's not on.
No?
No, I'm standing outside of my truck.
Okay, and we got to go.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I can't.
You got a bad connection.
God almighty, that's so bad. I'm so sorry, buddy. Apologies. Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right, man. You got 3 movies to choose from. Tell me which one of these is the fake. Number 1, Pumpkin Plumpers. Number 2, Painful Family Matters. And lastly, 2-Plug Thug.
Man, I'm going to go with the second one on this one.
No, Painful Family Matters is an actual adult film.
Describe
and it is, you do not. Again, it's just a living room and a dad standing there with something in his hand, and it does not look healthy. Very, very flimsy and flippery.
Someone walking out going, "Did I do that?
Did I do that?" Who's next, Ross?
Let's welcome Keith on line 1.
Keith, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
You got a 50-50 shot here, killer, at going to the sauce jar, getting your tickets to H2O Live, and of course, one of the last entries into the Summer of Stuff. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Number 1, Pumpkin Plumpers. Or number 2, 2-Plug Thug.
I'm going to go with...
Don't say that.
Number 1.
No, Pumpkin Plumpers is an actual adult film.
Is it really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's
What in the world?
Well, it's a movie where they paint fat women orange.
Oh.
And then they have Adam.
Is that Halloween House at Halloween Horror Nights that Ross has been talking about?
That's a weird porn premise.
It is, buddy.
Because usually with pumpkins, you take the seeds out.
Yeah. Terry.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Tell me if this is fake or not. 2-Plug Thug. Yeah, just say
no.
yes. Yes, it is. It's fake. You're a winner. Yeah, just Terry, I'm trying to give you something. There you go, Terry. Terry, completely clueless and still won. How you like that?
I just like your line. Terry, just say yes. I'm trying to give you something.
Yeah, just she's confused. Her husband told her to call. Call, I already lost. And then she calls up. Hey, everybody, I don't know what I'm doing here. I used to K92 is country, right? I want to play fancy like Applebee's on a Friday night. And I'm just like, no, it's these graphic film names. It's like, what?
It's 2-Plug.
This K92, right?
It's K92 is a fancy
2-Plug
like
Doug.
Applebee's. I'm like, no, it's 2-Plug Thug, woman. Say it. Others that did not make the list. The Monster Mile.
Oh.
And they're not talking about distance. And Inmate or Playmate.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go, Jack. You should have not let me see that glimpse, Bradshaw.
Exactly.
That's a glimpse you shouldn't have let me see, buddy. Here comes your jail porn every week now, buddy. Hey, what's coming up for thoughts?
Naomi, get out the stripes, girl.
Guys, would you let your significant other take a photo of your junk?
I would not do that ever.
No.
Well, guess what?
Well, you got a story there, Jim.
I found out this morning. I found out.
You found what out?
We're going to find out.
What happened?
Yeah.
It's killing me. I'll be right back.
What'd you do, Jimmy?
Measuring success by the number of childhood traumas uncovered.
Your father and I are going to the store.
Per show.
To buy lubricant.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Stop and go ride westbound along I-4 from Osceola Parkway to 535. Eastbound I-4 still bumper to bumper from US 27 into 429. In both directions of I-4, seeing slow traffic in between Lee Road and the Turnpike. Heavy traffic continues along 417 both north and southbound in between the 408 and the Beach Line. And slow down southbound along the Turnpike from US 27 into Hancock Road. Watch out for a crash along Hiawassee a little north of Raleigh Street. If you see a traffic problem, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Joe Biden is leaving Americans behind in Afghanistan. So how do we get them out? Well, all week long, we're going to answer that question on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. So download the Ben Ferguson Podcast right now and listen as we tell you what you need to do to help so many Americans left behind.
Let me tell you something, man. Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware is your outdoor cooking superstore. These guys have tons of different grills with different fuels to make sure you get the cooking style you like. All the smoking woods, pecan, apple, peach, hickory, mesquite, they have that, plus chips as well, not to mention rubs and marinades, everything you need. Plus, right now, you get a free folding front shelf when you buy a Traeger Pro or Ironwood Series grill at Tools Ace Hardware right now through September 13th, and you can get free assembly and delivery on any grills and accessories totaling $399 and up. On top of that, shop Traeger's right now. That's right, one of our 11 locations will have exactly what you need. Find yours today at toolsacehardware.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our Labor Day weekend special where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery. Ends Labor Day.
Boost and Cricket charge more for unlimited 5G. Metro doesn't. Introducing the big 5G upgrade from Metro by T-Mobile. Just $25 a month gets you unlimited 5G and a free 5G smartphone. That's half the price of Boost and Cricket's top plans. So ditch your overpriced connections and switch to Metro, the leader in prepaid. Experience 5G speed at no extra cost and step up big time with the big 5G upgrade. Get one line of unlimited 5G smartphone data plus a free Samsung Galaxy 5G when you trade in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with 5G, only at Metro. Limited time in-store only. If congested data users greater than 35 gigabytes per month notice lower speeds, and Metro customers notice lower speeds versus T-Mobile due to deprioritization. Leader based on prepaid subs June 2021. Save half based on one-line Boost and Cricket unlimited plan. See store for details.
This Friday through Monday at Old Navy, get up to 60% off store-wide with styles from $10. Grab must-have styles for the whole fam starting at just $10. Run to Old Navy for up to 60% off store-wide on sale, including clearance. You don't want to miss this. Hurry to Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 9/3 to 9/6. Select styles only.
I want to break free. Break free in 2022 with Norwegian's Labor Day sale. Book your cruise today and enjoy 30% off, free open bar, and much more. With our leading health and safety program, you can cruise with the ultimate freedom on 100% fully vaccinated ships that are fully open to explore. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. That means that 82% of you listening right now will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring, 82% of you will recall that ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. And 82% of you will note that you can try ZipRecruiter for free today. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. 82% of you will keep in mind that ZipRecruiter's technology finds qualified people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
Is that you? Who are you talking to?
82% of you will also know that I, live with my mom. But the most important thing to note is that ZipRecruiter works. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Will you be part of the 82% who remember where you can try ZipRecruiter for free? It's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Again, that exclusive link is ZipRecruiter.com/free. How much?
free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware, toolsacehardware.com.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Remember, we do have 6 open spots for the last entries for Summer of Stuff. You can do that via our Twitter account. Just go to our Twitter account, at Jim Colbert Show, and give us a follow there. That's all you have to do. Once you're in that list, we're drawing from that, and we're going to add those to the names for the Summer of Stuff MacBook Pro, 70-inch HD TV, and, of course, the PS5 bundle, all up for grabs on Tuesday. We'll tell you how we're going to do that when we get there. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Smack it.
It's funny.
Let's go.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
I'm excited.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Ship it, Patrick. Ship it.
It will be shipped with 2 big old P's. Because FCC, baby, I like to clarify that word perpetually. So, this morning, I go ahead. I am trying to be a productive fiance member. I'm like, you know what? Let me do an errand. Right, Jack? You have a
yeah.
You sip your orange juice, maybe a cup of coffee, and you're like, I want to be a good partner this morning.
I want to be helpful.
So what I decide to do is like, you know what? Let me go wash my dog. I'm gonna wash the dog.
Or you wash the dog like in the sink or something? Your dog is small.
I got a small dog that's sinkable. I got a big dog that I shower with.
Yeah, very good. Okay, yeah, that's a good technique.
I'm a big fan. Some people look at it sideways because I'm super naked with my dog.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of the pictures when Dex passed away.
Yeah,
I put pictures up, and it's us in the shower together.
It's easier. It's
It
nice.
is.
It is.
I'm soaping up my dog.
Yep.
You know what's one of my favorite things to do whenever I wash my dog?
Don't want to know.
I like to. Don't judge the book. Don't judge the book. It's just my hair length. Okay. I go ahead and I love scrubbing my dog's paws.
Okay, that's nice.
Like a little spa.
They like that.
Yeah. And then I rinse it out and like I like basically, this is gonna sound weird, but I like milk the soap off the paws.
Yeah,
so
that's the way to do it.
All the dirt. And you see that gray water leave the paw.
I used to have to do that with my with Dexter's tail.
Oh, it's the best.
It's a big old meat bat.
Yeah. So I go ahead, I grab my dog, and here's another one of my favorite things that I love whenever I wash my dog. I grab a towel and a little dog burrito.
Oh, yeah. You wrap them up there. And
yeah, where's the salsa? Where's the hot sauce? Because I got a dog burrito, and it's all cute, and the dog loves it, and then I just hug the dog.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what they're there for.
All right, I'm in love.
Why do I have a terrible feeling?
Because
I know.
I shout out to my fiance because I realized, damn, me and my dog looking really cute right now.
Uh-oh.
We're looking real cute. I go, hey, babe, you want to see the cutest thing this side of the Mississippi? She opens up the sliding door, and she goes, oh, that is really cute. And then she grabs her phone, and she takes a photo. She goes,
where's it posted?
She's clicking.
Where's it posted?
She's clicking, and it's a really cute photo.
Yeah.
She shows it to me, and she goes, look at these photos are for Daddy, Hazel, right? That's the name of my dog,
yeah.
and it's a really cute photo. And then she grabs the camera and goes, and this one's for Mommy. and she drops the phone. She drops the phone a little bit lower, and I realize what she's doing. She's taking a photo of my junk because I'm wearing a towel just around the... So
right, you cleverly made the split right there.
I didn't clever. I was just sitting like a regular person.
I got you.
Okay, so your man's splaying
strategy. He's good.
Yeah.
This guy's a pro.
I've seen him sit.
So
it's on display.
So she goes ahead and takes this photo that I was not expecting.
Nor did you sanction, by the way.
I did not sanction. No consent of
That's
my
right.
junk photo.
No consent whatsoever.
And I gotta tell you, I don't know how I feel about it.
She still have it?
She still has it. And then she showed it to me. And I was like, yeah, that's all of it.
I didn't hide any of it behind the towel.
No.
None of it's in a crease.
No, nothing's in a crease. It's just straight up chilling in this weird, like, purple bat cave that is my towel.
Okay.
You know, so it kind of looks like Nosferatu just chilling in a corner about to attack at any moment.
Okay.
Sure, I'm sure it looked like it was going to attack.
I mean, sure, it was cleaned, but I didn't even think it was very,
well, it's not.
First of all, it wasn't respectful. And second of all, it was,
it's playful, man. I mean,
it was playful, but it was also not a good look.
I would,
because I have my dog.
Yeah.
It's me.
That's hard to explain.
Holding my dog, towel,
yeah, gotcha.
Junk, all of it, staring.
Why don't?
And then here's the guys. And what's up with this?
Okay, it's worse.
It's worse.
No. How's it worse?
I look at it, I'm like, delete that.
That's it. Yeah.
And she starts like cry laughing at the photo, which is, by the way, way to make me feel like a man.
Thank God she took the picture before she did that.
Yeah. So because she looks at the photo, and she goes, "Oh my God, it's so funny," and I'm like, "What? No, it's not."
That's not a good word.
You should be going, "Oh."
Can I make balloon animals out of it? Does it stretch?
I mean,
I'm scared.
Out of a shower, it stretches. It's chilling, but. I look at the photo. I'm like, not even about. It doesn't look good.
Is it a fair representation?
Not really.
Now, for the worse, or I mean,
no, for the worse. It's like
so you don't get the full. You said it was all there.
Bad lighting.
It
right?
was all there, but it was like it was too direct.
Is great.
It was too direct. So if it was off to the left or right, you would be like, all right, more surface area is shown.
Yeah.
So you can, but now this thing.
Dong shadows can be very misleading.
Exactly. So underneath this tower, man, I'll be honest with you. Out of a shower, it's looking 12 o'clock. It looks kind of like a button. You know? And I'm like, you gotta get rid of that.
Yeah,
you can't get rid of that.
There are in my world, there are no naked photographs allowed of me anywhere. No. Okay, but this is what it gets. As soon as she takes the photo, when she goes, "This one's for mommy," click, I went, "No!" And I closed my legs really fast. Right, as if the photograph didn't take, or you're faster than a picture.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's a damn iPhone. Live photos are a thing.
So it sees you doing that.
So it's a small video. It's a small video of me going, "No!"
And then hiding yourself.
And then hiding myself while my dog is going like, "What's going on, bro?"
Are you gonna do the paw thing again?
This is posted right now at JimCobertLive.com.
No, it's not.
Oh God, you should post that. You should blur it.
Post
You
that.
should blur. What do you mean you can't?
I'm not posting.
Come on,
really?
Mushroom Man.
Really? You mean the guy who let somebody post a picture, a video of me putting on lotion and dancing?
Yeah.
That's as embarrassing
And
as you
in your
can get.
bathtub.
Are you gonna play the card of moisturizing? Is as embarrassing?
Listen, if you blurred out the area where the thing happened, the split there, I mean, it would be just a picture of you in a towel holding a dog.
Acorn cap.
And then it's just me saying no with a heavy exclamation. I felt violated.
Now,
This isn't funny.
Have you ever done this to her?
No.
Yeah, that's not cool, right?
I've never done that.
But it's not cool. My wife has done the same thing to me that she did to you, by the way. She took a picture of me, like, when I was naked. She took a picture just because it makes her laugh, and she knows how uncomfortable it makes me.
Yeah.
And I sat there. I said, I'm going to watch you delete this picture. Like, I am not having that out there. No way at all, ever.
I'm going to watch you delete this photo, and then I'm going to go do some research on whatever the hell the cloud is, and we're going to delete it off that.
I'll fly up there and grab it.
Renting a plane.
I'm dead serious. This is a line.
Get my ladder.
This is a line that has been crossed.
Yeah, it's not good.
She has this photo. I'm very vulnerable. I was contributing to my relationship by watching the dog.
Dude, I got 3 letters for you, killer.
Listening.
NFT.
Yeah, we're not NFT.
NFT, that is.
This small.
Oh, don't say that.
Video.
Good save.
We don't want to end up like George Costanza yelling, "The water was cold."
And the worst part, like, I've only seen it once, and I tried to grab the phone, but she was like, "Oh, sorry, got my lunch meeting with my girls."
Oh no!
And so, like, now I'm afraid, like, are you just ripping margaritas, laughing at the button?
She would never do that.
I don't know. I didn't think she would ever take a photo of me like that. This one's for mommy. Bang. What is going on, man?
She's a glutton for that button.
New show title.
You're making me change the show title. Damn you.
It wasn't cold out. I feel comfortable with my size.
Glutton for the button.
It was just like a headshot.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know? Like, it wasn't off to the side. You gotta, if you're gonna take the photo,
no depth.
So you can't tell.
She's a glutton for that button.
It's like a drone shot of a building.
Yes.
You don't know how many stories it is.
It looks.
There's nothing there to show perspective.
Nothing. Nothing. It's such a bad photo. I legit, when I saw the photo, I looked at myself to be like, I'm good, right? Did I have a tragic accident and I wasn't aware where I missed like 70, 80% of that thing?
Uh-huh.
I don't like this. I don't like this here, Jim. I'm not a fan of this photo existing, and it's a video, and that's the worst part.
You can call
because not only is it a bad photo of my junk, it's also me blatantly like, I'm not okay with this. You know?
She's got that labeled as button strutting.
I've got to go home and talk to her.
She's button strutting. She's just strutting the button. No biggie.
I don't like this. And when I screamed no and I closed my legs, no,
like you called the dog in mid poop.
Yeah,
no.
This was one funny part about the video aspect of this live photo. God, why live photos?
Why? Why do we need that? Why do we need them to move?
Well, just in case you missed the photo. No, she got the photo, and you gave her more than what I signed off on.
It's more than a photo. It moves.
It's a moving.
It should
photo.
move.
Did it?
Was the dog? The dog and the light. The dog is a massive variable in this thing because I'm over here being real cute,
right?
You know,
exactly
like
right, yeah.
I'm posing for the original photo.
Right, you're trying to make her laugh, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not even trying. I'm legit trying to be
cute.
I'm trying to be like, you got to look at the cutest photo.
Oh yeah, the dog burrito.
Yeah, the dog burrito.
But did you forget what the lower half looked like? Because that's going to be the first thing she's going to focus on.
You can't tell because it's warm. So even if everything's still warm, so you can't even feel a breeze.
That is true.
Is
also,
it true?
From her angle, I'm like, I'm good. She's the one that was like, and this one's for mommy.
She dropped the camera.
Drop it at a provocative angle.
To catch the tiger shrimp unaware.
Yeah.
I thought it was a button.
So when I scream no, the dog in that small video is alert.
Right. thinks they did something wrong.
I wasn't pooping.
I didn't do anything. I was listening quite well.
Not my button.
I have to go ahead and delete this photo.
Yeah, you
after you post it.
I would get arrested.
You've never like surprised her and taken a picture of her naked or anything?
I don't know. You know why I haven't? Because
I don't know.
I know I haven't.
And jack your phone.
Because I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's because I'm respectful.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
That's the word. Those are your Ross thoughts. We're talking when I get home here, babe. We're talking. I'm out. Peace.
If I push your junk, do I wind up at floor 8? 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
No debt.
Hit 11 for me.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos. For locations and secured roofing and restoration.com. Visit their website for your free estimate today. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Stop and go ride westbound along I-4 from Osceola Parkway to 535. Eastbound I-4 still bumper to bumper from US 27 into 429. In both directions of I-4, seeing slow traffic in between Lee Road and the Turnpike. Heavy traffic continues along 417, both north and southbound in between the 408 and the Beach Line. And slow down southbound along the Turnpike from US 27 into Hancock Road. Watch out for a crash along Hiawassee a little north of Raleigh Street. If you see a traffic problem, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
This report is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage.
Turn your dream house into a reality. Union Home Mortgage helps you achieve home ownership, whether buying a first house or refinancing your forever home. Union Home Mortgage puts you first with world-class service, personalized financing, and unwavering support.
Union Home Mortgage. Promises kept.
Union Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 2229.
Man, Complete Power Resources is CPR for your home or business. Every time I know I drive by a house that has a standby generator out there ready to go when the weather turns south, I get a little jealous. But when Complete Power Resources show up, they're going to be ready for work. These guys are really good at what they do. Professionally trained, licensed, insured, bonded, background checked, and COVID-19 tested. Every electrician that works there goes through that. And this is not a chuck in the truck business. These guys have no subcontractors. Every single installer works for the company, and they are financially sound, and that makes a big difference. Here's why. They actually have inventory ready to go. You don't have to wait for your generator. Complete Power Resources is ready to install it right now. They sell, service, and install the top generators out there. Briggs & Stratton, Generac, Kohler, Cummins. All you have to do is find the one you like and let these guys install it. That way you have no downtime when the hurricanes or the storms hit, and that happens a lot here in Florida. At CPR, Complete Power Resources, they handle everything, including the permitting. Hop online today and book your appointment. CompletePowerResources.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Hey, business owners out there, are you feeling...
Only business comes with pressure. There's a limit to what I can do and still keep employees engaged. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work to help me with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, while giving my employees competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
In the time before AT&T Fiber Internet.
What? What are you doing in me dungeon?
It's the only place where the bloody Wi-Fi works.
Oh, and you don't mind the spiders?
Spiders? What spiders? Oh no, they're everywhere! Oh!
In the time after AT&T Fiber Internet.
It's nice having fast, reliable Wi-Fi in the whole house. For sure.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T Fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi extenders may be required. Sold separately. Restrictions apply.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah, Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
With a SunTrust checking account, stay on top of your money with all the right ingredients. Get free helpings to online resources and tools to help make your money grow. Manage your spending by receiving alerts. And help yourself to seconds on your money with cash back with SunTrust deals. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
On the road this weekend? Take the free iHeart app with you and check out the best summer podcasts to binge for your last long weekend of summer fun. Like Stephen King's new series, Strawberry Spring, following a young reporter chasing down a modern-day Jack the Ripper. Or learn something new to share with your friends on the Stuff You Should Know podcast, along with your favorite radio stations and playlists for whatever mood you're in or wherever you're headed this Labor Day weekend. We got it all on the free iHeart app. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time today. Hope you have a big weekend planned. Remember, if you're out there doing a little drinking, and we encourage that, to have a good time, but please do not drive while you're doing it. We don't want you to have any issues and cause any issues for anybody else.
Exactly. Keep it safe.
A lot of opportunities out there to get your ass home safely. Just do a little research. You can find that for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Final moments of this week. The Summer of Stuff ends tonight with the last call. We'll have an Instagram winner, and we will choose 6 people from Twitter as well. Are we going to do that tonight, or are we going to do that Tuesday?
Actually, we can do that in the next break. We'll do it, and we'll announce the 6 Twitter qualifiers at the end of the show when we announce our final Instagram qualifier.
Okay, good. Yeah, so we'll go to break a little bit early then. That we have plenty of time and we can make those announcements. So if you want to do this last minute push and get in to that Twitter, you have just as good. If you join now or if you joined a year ago, your chances are just as good. But hop over there because you could take that down. 6 entries from Twitter. It's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Just give us a like there. We'll draw from that list today and give you your name, get you some winners. You could join now and get picked. Who knows? 407-916-1041. I had a kind of a sad text regarding the photo of the junk thing, Ross. Did you see this?
A sad one?
Yeah, it said, I always wanted a photo of my man's junk, but he would never let me. He died last month.
What are we doing?
And I wish I had that photo. Don't delete her playful memory, Ross.
Oh, Ross.
Oh, man.
Shame on you.
I'm going to have to see that text.
It's right there.
It's right there,
It's
buddy.
literally, it's right after the one that says, good thing the dog wasn't named Fluffer.
You know, it's right after that one.
It's sandwiched in between that text.
Jack, we didn't ask you, does your wife have any naked photographs of you?
She does not.
And you don't have her. I know that she would never let you. And you would never do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Deb.
Look at that. You're going to let him plead the fifth?
You carry nudes of your wife?
2 different questions
Yeah,
there.
you did. And you answered them both, and he never did.
Do you have nudes of your wife on your phone?
No.
You do not?
You said on your phone.
Do you have nudes? Yes. I mean, that's important because,
that could be the defining. Do you have nudes of your wife?
No.
What is up with that breath?
But you have close ones, though, right? Ones that are close?
No, it's
videos. You have videos. There you go.
No.
I should have been a private investigator.
No. We tried that once watching it, like, we shouldn't do that. No, but
I'm a terrible dialogue writer.
It's never as good as you think it looks.
1 year for our anniversary, my wife gave me a a book and a photo book of a special photo shoot.
Oh, very nice, like a boudoir.
Boudoir stuff.
Okay, boudoir.
Is it boudoir? Is it boudoir or boudoir?
Boudoir.
Yeah.
Boudoir.
Do you know what that is, Ross?
Yeah, it's like a
it's
a classy,
sexy photo.
sexy
Yeah,
photo.
like a
pinup girl.
Well,
kind
a
of thing.
boudoir is French for bedroom, so they're bedroom photos. They're meant for one person's eyes only.
That's right. And they're usually not very graphic, right?
No,
they're
they're suggestive.
They're so enticing.
Yeah, there might be a little slip, you know.
Yeah, a little nipper.
Yeah.
Little chilly.
Little side button.
That's the constellation I want to check out. The little nipper.
I think just see the photo on your fiance's phone. I think she's got it there.
She's got a little side button in there.
It was so bad. It was so bad. I wish,
I wouldn't want anybody having a photograph of my junk buddy. Not anybody ever. Because here's the thing, you can never win. I mean, unless you're just packing, and then even then, it seems like you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Do all these sounds like it's...
And like I said, I'm comfortable with what God gave me.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be comfortable with it.
There's surgeries.
No, there's not. It doesn't work.
That's how? How does that work out?
Well,
it's
actually,
gonna be weird.
There is a surgery.
Yeah.
So when you're circumcised, how they do that, apparently there is an incision that can be made to use all of the skin provided rather than just what's there.
Okay. Let me drop the 2.
Yeah.
Times the 4s.
Yeah. I don't know that the surgery is worth the extra. Because here's the thing, not to be graphic, the length isn't really the issue, right?
Well, some study just came out and said that it does, but
yeah, the length. I mean, I'm just asking you. You're a woman. I mean.
Right.
It's the length. Again, this is an old argument, but I just don't think every dude I've ever met is so absolutely freaked out by their size,
and it's because of porn.
It's part of their personality. They're so freaked out by it. But every woman I've ever talked to says the only thing that really matters is, the motion that you provide and then girth.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I wrap mine in bubble wrap.
There you go.
Okay.
I had
That's
I don't know if I
gotta
can
be
say
so
that.
weird hearing.
I'm done.
And then the kid comes in. Is the corn done?
Yeah.
I was watching a movie. I want some of that snappy corn.
What happened to my Amazon package?
Let's just say can't use that one anymore. We're gonna want to back that one up.
I bought some glasses offline. And by the way, the only reason why I thought that was really funny when you disagreed and said no, size doesn't necessarily matter, is because you quickly, though, perfectly brought up a study just came out saying, yeah, it does. But,
It does, but like you said, every woman I've ever talked to, loving her man never came down to that. That's something you can work around or work with. It really guys feel tortured about it, and it's because of the porn industry makes you think you have to be, what's his name, John Holmes?
Yeah. I've never been embarrassed.
Did the man pass out?
Never been embarrassed 1 second.
Don't
about
be embarrassed.
I've never had a problem with it. Never had a problem.
Be embarrassed.
Been to complete nude resorts. Didn't have a problem walking around. It is what it is. By the way, put this on the Twitter poll, Jack. How many people have nude photographs of their spouse or loved one on their phone?
We actually have 3 questions now on the Twitter
put
poll.
that on there.
At Jim Colbert Show, go vote today.
Yeah, at Jim Colbert Show, not only vote, but you want to give us a like there because you can be in the summer of stuff. How many people have naked photos of their spouse or loved one or mate or partner or whatever on their phone? Now, just real quick before we start, what percentage do you think has?
Oh, man.
I'm guessing it must be pretty up there.
I'm thinking it's way higher than you believe. And I think, let me ask this question.
On your phone, you want that included?
On your phone, right?
Okay.
It could be in photos or video, just, images of your partner nude. Who do you think has more? Let me break this down a couple.
Oh.
Do you think it's younger people have more photos, older people have more photos, or men or women? Here's what I think. I think younger men have more photos of their girls on their phones.
Yeah.
And I think older women have more photos of nude men on their phones.
Wow.
I bet older men have... I'm telling you.
You like that porn click you just gave us over there?
I've never made you... That was the Jim Confidence chant.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I mean,
It makes sense. I agree with you when it comes to that statement, because young men are brutal.
Yeah,
they are rough.
And this bro, and this
rude.
They're rude. That's the word I'm looking for.
Rude.
It sounded like I made a different statement there.
And this bro society kind of that's almost part of the mating process now, right? Isn't it? Send nudes. I mean, it's a thing. I mean, that's not just a joke. I mean, it's like almost like your opening line is send nudes.
Well, I mean, the whole idea that women would be getting random D pics.
God,
from just guys that they knew.
Do you know that my wife told...
It happened to me once, and I called the person and chewed him out. I was like, don't you ever send me anything like this again. That was disgusting.
Jesus, I'm sorry. God, we've talked about it 100 times.
I know. And it's not as impressive as you think.
I think, isn't there a large percentage... I think we read a story about this. Like a large percentage of females have received an unsolicited genital photograph.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think every one of my daughters has. Every one of my daughters has received an unsolicited picture of someone's genitalia.
Whack.
Yeah, just because here's the thing: you meet somebody, you go out with somebody, and next thing you know, I mean, you think it's just a date. You trade phone numbers. That's how you communicate now. And then next thing you know, boom.
Leave your phone to receive airdrops from everyone and go out in public.
No,
you get them that way too.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious? Like, they just...
Is that how you collect them?
If you have AirDrop on your phone set to everyone, where everyone can say... I remember we were at Halloween Horror Nights, and it was on AirDrop, and it was on everyone, and it's like, you see all of these pictures, like, whoa, no.
You don't even hold up now.
Then I said to only people I know.
You don't even have to ask. It'll just automatically, you walk by somebody that's uploading...
Someone can offer it to you. So on their phone, if your phone is set to receive airdrops from anyone, and I wanted to send you a picture of Ross's button, and it was on my phone.
What are we doing?
All I'd have to do is set airdrop. Your phone's going to show up because you can receive it from anyone. I'll send it to you. Now, you have to accept it, but it's still popping up on your phone.
Right. Don't say hair drop. That's disrespectful.
From airdrop to airflop.
Airflop.
Airflop is
airflop.
when you airflop is when you send a D pic via airdrop.
Can't even get through it. He's cracked himself up so much you can't even get through the joke.
A D-flop is
it also
pretty apropos.
We know what that is. I've had that much whiskey.
It happened at Horror Nights too. There's a lot of funny going on with that. I've never had that happen, and I feel like I just jinxed myself. Mm-hmm. Just getting a random...
Well, you have to make sure your airdrop is set to receive from everyone, and you will get random people sending you things.
I almost said something. I almost said, if you're a pretty girl, this has to be like one of those things where you can't get away from it. But really, like, looks don't even matter, right? Like in the new society now, it doesn't even matter. I mean, you just get D-pics sent to you at any given moment. And women don't do this, right?
No.
Women don't send crotch shots to dudes.
Not crotch shots, but...
I got one to Deb.
Oh, elaborate.
Well, she sent it.
A crotch shot?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh.
Sweet Jesus. I think I just sweated half a gallon.
Deb had no idea that she didn't. That's the bad part.
Yeah, I'm going to my pictures right now. Wait a minute.
Search, send, Jack.
So
I don't have that set to airdrop.
What I have done in the past usually, and I mean, my fiance just gotten like some pretty sexy photos taken of her, but it was for this female photographer that was like, "Hey, I'm kind of new to this. I want to see if you would be down."
That's a good scam.
Yeah, it was kind of weird when the girl talked like this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was
my name's Brittany. Right. No, but so in the past, what I've gotten though in previous relationships was I've gotten sexy photos texted to me. But it wasn't, no crotch shots or anything. But like, we're not wearing much. Sometimes anything. And then they've asked, send me a pic back. And I've never been able to take it. I've never been able to take it serious.
Do not ever send a naked photograph of yourself to any other human being on planet Earth other than your wife. And even then, flip a coin.
Well, yeah.
No,
I'm
seriously.
telling you, it is the dumbest thing you can. It is genuinely the dumbest effing thing you can do ever as a person, with the exception of anything that breaks the law, is send a nude photograph with your stupid face in it to anybody for any reason ever. Dumb.
A very common thing is if you put the phone in front of your face, if you're taking the mirror, so you still see the body, but the phone covers up your face.
Right, yeah.
I've gotten some of those. The photo that I sent back, and I think I've told you guys this before, was that I thought it would be really funny to get an angle from below. So my thing is like right on top of the lens with a flash. Ooh. So then you see my face.
So your face.
So it looks like a sonogram?
Yeah. So you see like, and I remember this photo. She still has it. And I know she does. But because she thought it was really funny. But you just see like the smallest.
She finds a lot of.
This was an ex-girl.
A lot of comedy in your penis.
Yeah, this was an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, so many photos.
So there's
just waiting for you to get famous.
So many suicides.
So many photos.
So many suicides.
Somebody wait for this guy to be on Saturday Night Live. Like, got him.
Exactly.
So you just see like this like white ghost because it's overexposed from the flash.
Okay.
A small ridge and my face going, oh no, like I caught myself by surprise, or like it's a ghost or something.
Can we post that one?
No,
I don't have it anymore. Me and my D Ku Klux Klan pic.
And by the way, if
it's so overexposed, you can't really see what.
If you're listening to the beginning of the show, Ross did. We talked about how Ross signed the card that the team here signed for when my mom passed. They all signed a card, and we talked about it at the beginning of the show. And if you didn't get to hear that, you got to go to JimColbertLive.com and hear it. But then when you do it, listen to the segment first, and then go look at the video because Jack found out that he wrote the first line and didn't know where he was going to go after that. And then started having a meltdown. That video is up right now, JimColbertLive.com.
It's worth a watch.
I bombed. I did not do good. I tanked it. I really should have thought that out. I have learned a lesson writing that card, Jim. You got a little script, little draft.
Sympathy cards are difficult to write.
Well, they are because what do? I mean, you
don't want to sound schmaltzy,
and well, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing in this segment with this. But,
we went from D-pics to sympathy cards. Wait, is there a connection?
So my mom's in heaven going, God, this is so what? So sweet. Then all of a sudden, she's up there with Jesus right now going, what's a button? What's going on with that?
Why is she strutting for a button?
Exactly. All right,
I opened up the condolence card with the suckiness is over.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. And I spelled suckiness wrong.
Spelled it with a Y, buddy. That's a tell.
On what?
Oh,
the rest of the
so many things.
The rest of the thing, the rest of my message is going to be bad.
I had a text here. Oh my God! Somebody said the original picture, like unsolicited pic, was like a gaping shot of your.
Ew, no.
Your rear end, like that was the original, like gotcha photograph you send to somebody as you do that. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
for any reason, even for a joke. Terrible.
Yeah, got you, dude. What?
All right, 407-916-1041. Always text us easily at 77031. Remember, we are going to pull some names from Twitter to get you into the summer of stuff. You only have a few minutes. Matter of fact, they're doing it during this break. So by the time I get through talking and go to break, you're going to want to hop over to our Twitter account, at Jim Colbert Show. Give us a like. We're pulling six names from that in a second. Of course, Instagram. And we'll do last call right after this. All of the summer of stuff comes to an end next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call. 407-916-1041. Brought to you by Heineken.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this evening we've got some thunderstorms to dodge, otherwise down to 74 late tonight. Tomorrow a drier day, just a 30% chance for storms, the high 93. 91 on Sunday and 91 on Labor Day, but we're going to see our storm chances going up steadily as we head toward Monday of next week and on into the middle of next week with a surge of tropical moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by K9 Partners for Patriots.
Our veterans have been loyal to this country, so they deserve a partner who's just as loyal. K9 Partners for Patriots teaches veterans and active military how to train and care for their own service dog at no charge. Please donate now at K9partnersforpatriots.com.
Guys, go get that bathroom of your dreams. You can do it. I mean, you really can. And here's the best thing. You're not going to have to deal with one contractor, not one. And that is the big problem with a lot of bathroom remodels. People hear nightmare stories about having a contractor come over, tell them everything they want to hear, give them a great price. You're like, man, how is this awesome? This is going to be great. You give them a check, then they disappear for 3 weeks, show up, do a week's worth of work, and then disappear again. These guys don't have your best interest in mind, not like Rebath. Rebath, man, they're here to get you the bathroom of your dreams and do it in a timely manner and do it with their employees. You'll see the same people in your job every single day until it's done. And that's only going to take 7 days or so. That's it. That's right. And they'll give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. The products are absolutely beautiful. You can see them every day. Their showroom is very easy to find. Altamont Springs, right there on 436, right across from Kobe. Very easy. And when you go in, you're going to see some models set up. That's just to give you an idea of what they can do with all of these products. Every single Rebath bathroom is a custom bathroom. We're talking travertine marble, cut perfectly, no grout lines. And all you have to do, really, when you go by their website, rebathmidfla.com, you're going to see some before and afters there. Man, scroll through those. Take your time. Some beautiful stuff, completely transformative in bathrooms. That's what Rebath does, and they're ready to help you right now. Hop online and book your appointment. rebathmidfla.com.
This Friday through Monday at Old Navy, get up to 60% off store-wide with styles from $10. Grab must-have styles for the whole fam starting at just $10. Run to Old Navy for up to 60% off store-wide on sale, including clearance. You don't want to miss this. Hurry to Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 9/3 to 9/6. Select styles only.
Family owned and operated since 1969, Nations Trucks is proud to be Central Florida's premier pre-owned truck dealer. With the largest selection, highest quality, and the lowest prices, it's a sure bet that Nations Trucks has the perfect truck for you and the perfect truck for your budget. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you're going to take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments until next year. Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Head over to Nations Trucks in Sanford or visit them online at nationstrucks.com.
Man, if you're a business owner, you feeling the pressures of running that business, I know you are, and there's a limit to what you can do and really keep your employees engaged. The cool thing is, Insperity brings 30-plus years of HR experience to help you with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance while giving your employees competitive benefit options. You're able to focus on other priorities. Your employees can thrive. Most importantly, your business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full service HR, employee benefits, HR technology. It's Insperity. That is HR that makes a difference.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm, and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau.
I don't owe the IRS anymore. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
O'Reilly.
It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The pandemic's reminded us we live in a sea of airborne germs that can assault us with every breath. Your nose is the body's first line of defense by helping filter out allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they reach your lungs. But like any air filter, the more clogged up it gets, the less it works. So how do you clean your nose? I'm Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. The neti pot's been around thousands of years. But I did invent Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to flush out mucus and germs that cause congestion, or worse, can make you sick. Over 2 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage has over 70,000 online reviews averaging 4.7 stars because it works and it's easy to use. Go to Navage.com or find Navage at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Now available with eucalyptus for a spa-like experience. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
You may not be planning to get stopped at a rail crossing today, but trains can come at any time.
When you approach a rail crossing, stop before the pavement markings that look like white connecting X's. Never stop on the tracks or drive around lowered gates. Remember, slow down. Keep clear of the tracks by staying outside of the dynamic envelope and stay alert. Plans can wait. Trains can't. The department's efforts are ongoing, so follow FDOT on social for more updates.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Gibson Truck World professionally installs quality Pro Comp lifts. First, we install the track bar drop bracket and drop pitman arm. Next, we install the coil springs. Then, we install the rear lift block along with new U-bolts. We also mount new 37-inch Toyo tires and 20-inch fuel wheels. Lastly, all Gibson lifted trucks are aligned with our state-of-the-art Hunter system. Only Gibson Truck World will re-torque your suspension after 30 days free of charge. Why go anywhere else? Buy your lifted truck from Gibson Truck World. We are the king of lifted trucks.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Jack, remember that story we talked about with the liquid oxygen shortage?
Yes.
Because that's and the mayor was freaking out because they're like, look, man, you have to. It broke last Thursday because we were talking to Brendan O'Connor. Or no, we weren't. He texted me and said, hey, look, man, we have a massive problem. How the city purifies their water, they do it with liquid oxygen. But because of all the demand for liquid oxygen across the country, specifically everywhere.
In hospitals treating COVID.
Yeah, because COVID, you have to have liquid oxygen when you start getting that double pneumonia. And that's what's killing people with COVID-19, the Delta variant. It's the induced pneumonia. They have to have oxygen because their lungs can't take in enough volume to get the oxygen you need for your blood, for your body to stay, healthy and alive. Deb just read a story. It's worse than ever.
Yeah,
it's bad. Like, this is a real deal bad situation.
Yeah. So, and again, it's not just the city of Orlando, but when the news broke, then the city of Winter Park came out and asked their residents as well to
stop using water,
stop watering your lawn, stop washing your car. And over the weekend, a lot of local news stations have been like reporting on the efforts made. And I'm sure a lot of folks are like, what? I didn't wash my car last weekend. Cover story of the Orlando Sentinel tonight. Orlando's water worries from COVID caused shortage of liquid oxygen grow more dire. Orlando's utility is barely able to get enough liquid oxygen needed to purify the city's drinking water, even as other urgent worries peak.
Yeah, it's bananas. And we're getting a bit of a blessing because if you look at the national numbers, the hospitalizations are going down. The admissions are going down. That NPR map I was telling you about, where it showed you how many beds are taken by hospitals with COVID patients, that number is dropping significantly. So
it's still over 90% though in the state of Florida of ICU beds that are taken up by. Yes.
Yeah, that's different because before, Deb, it was just any hospital bed. Like, there are some counties in Florida, 86% of the beds in the hospital altogether were all COVID patients. So now the ICU thing is the big deal.
Well, we're starting to see the numbers again. Advent Health was able to go from black to red status this week. So some procedures that had to be delayed or postponed, your doctor's offices are hopefully calling and rescheduling. But just be aware. I mean, they could be asking you to not run your dishwasher unless it's full. Don't run the laundry unless it's full. Continue to conserve water.
All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Corona Cigar Company, Nicole Dupre, and of course, about to pay off in the next couple of days. Code Black IT for supplying our summer of stuff.
Absolutely. If you want to get that cigar, it's the Intensa Gran Toro. That is your cigar of the week. You can find those at Corona Cigar, 3 locations. The Intensa. It's a good one. You're going to love it. Jack, let's get some Twitter polls wrapped up, killer.
Here we go. Let's start with our first question. We had 3 today. Do you have a collectible card collection? Where do you think it comes in? What side? Majority is
25% have one.
40% say yes.
Damn.
Wow.
That's 60% on the no side. Second question, did you ever get back with an ex following a long-term relationship?
I'll stay with 25%.
37% say yes.
People in this audience are dumb.
And our last-minute question, already up to nearly 90 votes. Do you have naked pictures of your partner on your phone?
I'm going to go high on this one and see if I can buck the trend. I'll say 61%.
62% say no.
No. See, they're not dumb.
38%, or we just have an older audience.
By the way, we have three lines open for last call, 407-916-1041. Remember, it is your last opportunity. That is your last opportunity to get into the summer of stuff. 3 lines open, 407-916-1041. Instagram winner, the last one.
It's going to be who other than Miss Rachel Davis.
Miss Rachel Davis, you are now in the summer of stuff. Let's get our Twitter names as well.
Here you go. These lucky 6 are now also included in our registrants for the Summer of Stuff drawing, and they are Wilbur 555 Juno, BF Stone 72, Want Country Back, Tim Holum, D. King Cole, and Chuck Ass 311.
There you go. You guys are all now part of the Summer of Stuff. And we'll do that drawing on Tuesday, and we'll tell you exactly how we're going to choose who gets what from Code Black IT, whether it be the MacBook Pro, whether it be the 70-inch TV, or the PS5 bundle.
All right.
And Ross, you're doing stand-up this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Orlando Improv this Sunday. It is going down. It's going to be a very fun time. And then next week, I will be out in DeBary on the 9th.
Very good. And you can find all that at Ross Paget Comedy, also on Facebook.
Follow me on Instagram. That is the best way to find out about when the next show is.
You got it, buddy. That's Ross Paget, Ross spelled like sauce. You guys ready?
R-A-U-C-E.
Glenn, last call.
Hey, what's up, man? My rapping name is Dawn Shadows. I'm getting ready to drop my first album. It's called Glutton for That Button, featuring DJ Buttoncap. Hey, Deb?
Yeah?
Sorry about the D-pics. I was just trying to get my logo out there.
Wow. He got a lot packed into that one. Stay right there, Glenn.
Oh, so to speak.
Handy John, last call.
Hey, so me and my wife had some Polaroids stashed away back in the day. And let me tell you, a little part of you dies when your 5-year-old walks into the living room holding them and said, "Mommy and Daddy, is that you?" But I looked at him and said, "Yeah, brother, that's where you came from."
Oh, well, easy, buddy.
Hell.
Coming in hot.
Greg, last call.
I liked it.
Hi, one time, me and my girlfriend were doing it, and she asked me to record it, and I was like, okay. She took my phone and recorded it on Snapchat. I put it down. When we were done, she said, "What did you do?" I was like, "What do you mean?" We had 800 views on Snapchat.
Oh, and now it's on Pornhub forever.
It is. Big T, last call.
Hey, Jimmy, you ever wonder how I did get that name, Big T? Because you sure as hell know it ain't for my actual height.
No, I haven't. Don't know that.
Hey, Jimmy, you weren't thinking about that?
Yeah, I think he flirted with you.
I
John,
think he did.
Last call, John.
Hey, Jim, what do you call a gay Eskimo?
I don't know.
A snowblower.
Oh, God. All right, thanks, John. We appreciate it. Glenn, you're the winner, buddy.
Hey!
Right there on line 1. You are the last entry for the Summer of Stuff. I wish you the best of luck winning something cool from Code Black IT and, of course, the Jim Colbert Show. You guys ready to get the hell out of Dodge and get to a long weekend?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, indeed. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time, Bungalower in the Bus, What the Hell is Angel listening to? And, of course, Sunday morning, the legendary Sunday Morning coming down. And, of course, that evening, Sunday Night Vinyl. All weekend long, it's Real Music